Ah.
Ah.
Ah. Ah.
Hi, gamers.
Hey gamers.
Welcome
I'm
to Session
no
3
gamer.
Fire. I'm so
You
excited.
ended so hard, and then that was so soft.
Yeah, like that was a
Yeah,
180.
listen, I'm just really excited for the session because obviously we missed last week, and I've had plans. So
No, you didn't.
you told
Oh,
me
we
you
can
didn't see
blame
the
Carson
devil
for that.
faces I sent you. Okay,
I'm hiding. I'm not
you're
here.
hiding. Mhm.
I dropped the dice.
Oh, I need
Good
my
job.
dice.
Oh yeah.
I don't
need
even
my
have my
dice.
dice out.
Gotta get my
I'm already
dice tower. With all my
prepared.
dice. Oh no, there's something stuck to it. Oh no.
This, for those of you who have never seen my dice before on stream,
Ditto.
that's all of my dice. Raise it up higher. Go on, don't be a pussy.
No, no,
Do it!
I'm
Do it!
scared.
Do it!
No,
Put it more at an
no,
angle!
no,
Look,
no.
I'm putting mine on like a 45-degree angle, you know?
Oh my God.
It's just blurry.
So
it looks like I'm
blurry.
holding something censored.
It does.
My dice tower is actually a penis.
Oh my god. We're gonna get.
Can you send me the link to that?
This is actually
Asking
our
for
last
friends.
session. We're canceling
Oh
this.
my God.
Okay, we're cancelling. Okay. Well, that was it, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
Yeah, peace out.
Yeah, it's been a ride.
I don't even
Roll
have
D20.
it right now.
Oh, I got a natural 1 on my first roll, so today's gonna go well.
Are we doing
Let's
test
see.
rolls? Let's
I got
see.
a stick.
This is
I already did
my
mine, but I
like
don't see it.
stream.
Oh, I
That,
got a
it's not focusing.
1.
But
I got a 5. This is a bad moon rising.
Let's see what happens.
I got a natural 19, so
Oh.
I
It's not in
mean-
our favor today.
I mean, it was never going to be in your favor today, to be fair. So
You can't touch Boone. Boone's the luckiest man alive.
sure thing. I mean, if you want to get right on into it,
No.
Go.
yeah, no, I guess we would then. No, never mind. Okay, so let me just make sure the music's at a decent level that you don't get to hear. So over the last sessions, we met the wonderful party that everyone now knows. They were brought together by a strange man. After meeting and going through these challenges with each other, our favourite fighter, Mo, invited the others to watch their fighting match in the Underdome. The others agreed and eventually met up with the fighting club, met up at the fighting club to watch the fight. After partaking in some betting and watching the amateur warm-up fight, the big match was about to start. Mo was introduced as the Queen of the Underdome, masked and knowing how to work a crowd who seemingly adored her. After a challenging fight, Mo came out victorious, and with an open challenge that was given to anyone in the crowd who wanted to challenge the Queen and take her crown, Boone took it up. And they began to fight. During this fight, however, the others noticed a strange man on the sidelines that looked quite unwell. He coughed up silvery liquid before going a bit berserk and causing chaos, fighting both the party and the crowds, leaving 3 dead until he was put down himself. The party came to... Wait, what was I going to say? The party came to find that the man had taken some kind of drug, which they found reminiscence of in an alleyway beside the dome. With one lead, the name
Fresk,
being Johnny
right?
Steele. Fresk, yes. With one lead, being the name of Johnny Steele, a man who was apparently friends with the guy, and who Mo seemed to know, they went into the deep of the dark to coax him out of the darkness to see what he knew. Instead, they gave the attention of Silas, Johnny's brother, who told them to leave Johnny out of it, but he did give you a small piece of information and told you that the substance was known as Fresk, but he claimed that he didn't know anything else. The party moved their investigations back up to what they call the Sky Palace, what you guys deemed it, to return to the strange man Fred, see if he knew anything about it. He did not, however, he hinted that the party might want to go to the king's speech the following day, as he addressed the nation after the return of the missing Princess Nakari, who has been missing for some time. With that, the party were on their way. So, is there anything you guys want to do before next day? Anything done before the next day comes?
feel like we kind of killed it today. I mean,
It was a rough day.
you want to
I
go out
think
to dinner
it's okay.
together?
I mean, I don't see why not.
I thought we were getting breakfast.
Can we go to
We do
Fantasy
brunch
Waffle
instead.
House? Oh,
Do you want to go to
Alright.
brunch the next day instead of going for dinner tonight?
Won't brunch cut into the time?
oh, the King's Speech.
Yeah, it might slightly.
About
If you go for like
10,
an
right?
early brunch, maybe you could.
So like
Generally
breakfast.
called
Yeah,
breakfast, yeah.
yeah. I mean, like the earliest time possible for brunch, and even then it would technically be breakfast. So it just depends on like your own personal schedule for dinner. Some people might consider a 9 a.m. brunch. Some people might consider it 11 a.m. brunch. So
11 a.m. is pushing lunch.
yeah,
That's like
but
an
9
early
a.m.'s
lunch.
also pushing breakfast. So
So I think we can all agree 10 o'clock is brunch
We'll go
time.
for a morning meal.
a morning
Okay.
meal. Okay.
That is
Go on. No?
nothing.
Okay.
Nothing up here. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
But, okay. So, before the next day comes around, is there anything anyone wants to do, or do you just want to go to your respective places, get some sleep, and then meet up the next day?
I thought we were staying at the person's place who was closest to the King's Speech, which I think was Arnie, but I'm not sure. We were staying
Thought
with
we-
someone.
Wasn't it
It was
Kaya? Yeah.
Maybe. It was one of you two.
Kaya invited Mo over. I didn't know
Yeah.
if Boone was coming or not.
I mean,
Boone's welcome.
Okay, yeah. He doesn't take up much space.
Okay. And
I
is,
believe Arnie. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say, is Annie gonna go with them as well, or is Annie gonna go to her own place?
No, because Arnie, if what I remember, I went back to the tavern, had my nightly cry, and then
There
wrote a
we go.
letter
Mhm,
that I
yes.
didn't.
Yes.
We remember
Yeah.
that now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, if that's the case, Kaya, describe whereabouts you feel like you would live, like, what you think your apartment, let's say, would look like.
Kaya lives a little closer to the academy, just for like ease of access. Probably like in between the front Stern Library and the academy. I feel like it's a smaller 2-bedroom apartment, not super fancy. I'd say like one room is kind of his study where he like practices his magic and like works on it. And the other one's his bedroom, lots of books, lots of trinkets. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you make your way inside of Kaya's apartment once he opens it all up. Couldn't get those words out there. Yeah, you see this apartment before you, and it's nice. Like, I mean, it is in the dawn, so most of the stuff up here is quite nice in how it looks and its like design.
I only have one bed.
Oh, I'm good with
I-
wherever.
I could. It could
Yeah.
fit 2 people, but there's also a chair in the living room, but also someone could sleep in the study if you'd like.
Can sleep anywhere, so.
Yeah, I'm flexible. I mean, if I sleep with you, I'm basically a stuffed animal. Is something funny?
I
This
sounds
is
perfect
Carson,
to
not
me.
Kaya. I
I'm gonna go
I-
sit down in the chair.
have a terrible poker face. So I get Boone, you can sleep with me just because you're smaller and yes.
No, it's because I'm
is-
so cuddly. You can say it.
I
I'm
mean,
fucking with you. I'm gonna sleep in the chair.
okay.
I'm already in it, so.
Oh. Um.
I'll be in my bed
Take the
then.
bed all you want, it seems comfy.
I do have 2 chairs, but that's about it. I'll be in my room. I'm going to read a little bit before bed.
Oh, what are you reading?
It's
Curious,
It's
just take the bed.
no, it's just a book about magic. Nothing too fancy.
Hmm.
All I ask is if you do go in the study, please don't mess it up too much. That's all.
I don't see why you think so little of me.
I mean, I'm just trying to put it out there that please don't. That way you can't hold it against me saying that I didn't tell you that if you do go in there and fuck it up. I'm going to bed now. Good night.
Lean over to Mo. He's a bit high strung, isn't he?
Feels like most people up here are, which not surprised.
Can't even take a joke. So, do you think I should crawl in bed with him just to mess with him a little more?
Oh, I think that'd be hilarious. Have fun.
So what's the plan? Who's sleeping where? Just to make sure it's clear.
I got the chair.
Okay.
I'm in my bed.
Or
Oh wait till like he's on the edge of sleep, and then just go like hop in his bed.
Just boing.
you just feel something a little fluffy crawl, well, getting beside you.
How soft is Boone?
I mean, how soft is your average rabbit? I suppose. I've never.
Soft enough, I guess.
He was
Does he
here.
condition?
Well, that's a good question because we've been busy past couple days, so he's probably a bit mad at. He hasn't had time to shower. Because I mean, we had the fight, and then we had the weird silvery goo, and then we had the dark. So I mean, he's probably a little grungy at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, and Kaya does not cuddle him.
He's still soft. If you want to cuddle him, you can.
I feel like Kaya like puts his hand on Boone, like just like seeing what came into the bed, and he's like, okay, like not cuddling.
Rude. Boone's as cuddly as they come.
Maybe after a shower.
Do you have one he can use?
Yeah.
All right.
Noted.
Noted.
Good to know.
Yeah. And you guys all eventually fall asleep. And the next day comes by without much issue. It's a nice day outside. Oh, there's like patches of clouds if you were to look out at your window, but pretty sunny. Seems like it's gonna be like a warm-ish day.
Love.
So, what are our plans once we awaken?
Boone will
Shall
take
we
a
eat
shower.
And it's a nice shower. I'd say it's like nice warm water. You could probably put it like really hot if you wanted it to.
He's steaming it up in there.
Nice.
He's gonna come out like a giant cotton ball.
Love that. Yeah, you can have your shower. Mo, did you say you was gonna do something?
I'd just wait till we go eat. Probably
Okay.
sleep right until we're leaving.
Okay.
I think Arnie gets up pretty early, does like morning training, like the routine she's used to. Has a good morning cry.
Of course. A necessity at this point.
Yes,
Good.
truly it's in the routine. Do you think I would have enough time? Well, first question, are the shops open yet? Second question, do I have enough time to specifically go to like a clothes shop?
You could probably like catch a clothes shop like just as it opens, like maybe half an hour before you're gonna meet with everyone.
Okay. I would
Shop
like to
there is
go.
closed.
I would like to go there, and try to buy something fancy, like I don't know, maybe like a fancy dress or something. Not for the
Okay.
King's Speech, for something
Okay,
else,
okay.
unrelated.
Are you looking for something that's expensive, or are you looking for something that's like nice but like reasonably priced? Like, what's your budget? Would you say?
Nice but reasonably priced. I don't think I even have any money on my character sheet.
Well, you should at least have a little
I have
bit.
25 gold.
Okay. How much will you put in for
I
that?
don't. I'll spend the whole thing. I just need.
You could get a very nice dress for 20, like 20 gold. You could probably get a nice dress from here. This is like probably like a little bit higher end where you've maybe entered into. The woman's like, oh, I could custom make something for you if you want. Like,
Okay.
with that budget, it would take a few days, of course, but
few days. Okay, I think we can arrange that.
yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know. Does she have anything in blue?
She has a few things
Dark
in blue. I'd say that the blue stuff is a little more simpler, but like, do you know, like,
Okay.
where like the dress might dip down a little bit. There's like some like lacing on the edges, stuff like that, but nothing too in your face, let's say.
Okay. I'll pick up that then. Something that's
Okay.
not too in your face. A little
Yeah, you
bit
could put
more reserved.
good material though, like very well
Yeah.
made, good material. You could probably get that for like 5 gold, 6 gold.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's on the cheaper end because it doesn't have as much intricacies, you know?
Okay.
Still expensive for a dress, but
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
mhm,
And I'll go
cool.
put it back in my room for reasons to be revealed later.
Nerd. Okay.
Arnie bought a dress later.
Oh
Arnie has a
boy.
hot date, guys. No.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, Kai, did you want to do anything as well before we exited for early lunch, breakfast?
Can I
lunch?
put on my can I put on my school robes?
Okay. Yeah, you could do that.
And then I'll have like an extra like pair of clothes in my bag, just like so I'm affiliated with like a certain group.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. And you guys see Kaya in like these, they're kind of like black with a purple like accent color to them, these robes. He looks very scholarly though, like, you know.
Claw.
I'll put on fake glasses. Like I feel like I just have like a
Oh,
pair
boy.
somewhere.
So, what's with the
Okay,
get up?
simply that person.
Just in case I need to talk to certain people. I usually
Ooh,
like
high
it if they.
energy.
I don't know if I would say that, but people like a sense of community, and if you look like one of them, they trust you easier.
That's a fair point.
Good to know.
Do you have any spare for us?
Not quite in your size. No, I probably had. We could maybe find something in my closet that could fit you, but how tall is
I'm
Mo?
with what I got. I got a tall.
My favorite height.
5'5".
Okay, I think you're like a little shorter than Kaya. So like, we could probably get you in some clothes if you wanted, but Boone, I'm sorry, I maybe have like a jacket that might fit.
No, it's fine. I'll stick to the dirty old duster.
Okay,
Well, I would love to play dress up.
perfect. Let
Okay.
me grab some things.
Yeah. And what exactly are you grabbing?
I'm going to put Mo in like a nice pair of slacks with a little, I'd say like an oversized sweater
Mm-hmm.
and a yeah, we'll just stick with that for now, just so they have some movement and they're a little
Okay.
comfier, like all like
Love it.
nicer clothes.
Oof, this is cozy. Didn't know they made stuff like this.
All I
Yeah.
ask is that I get it back.
Sure.
Perfect.
I'm assuming this is where you guys make your leave to meet up with Arnie, find somewhere to have a little breakfast, brunch, early lunch. I don't know what you're calling
Saying you
it
don't
at
want to
this point.
roleplay the entire meal?
I'm-
We sit down. We
You-
order
you-
our
I
food.
do, because I
Yeah,
think
or
there's
you
some
should
things
tell
I need to
them.
tell
Yeah,
you
of course.
guys.
this is what I was assuming you was gonna do, Mo. So
Yeah, that's what I was planning.
yeah. So yeah, you go for your lunch. You find somewhere, sit down, and you get your meal. So
Well, it's definitely extra quiet at this point as it's
Mhm.
getting closer.
they probably noticeably quiet as well.
Are you okay, Mo?
I'm gonna roll an insight, see if I even care.
Fair enough.
Hey, that's another natural one. I do not.
Boone could care less.
I'm imagining. Oh, go on, Mo.
No, you go.
You know the movie Fantastic Mr. Fox when they just eat the food with their hands? That's what I'm imagining Boone is.
Same.
It's just.
It's like the raccoon thing of holding it with both paws.
Oh, that's cute. Anyway, carry on. Mo.
I have some things I should probably tell you guys before we proceed.
Oh,
Oh.
So, I kind of used to live in the castle. My parents worked there. And I kind of knew the princess because we were like close in age, and she didn't really like being royalty. So when she ran away, I was like, "Woo!" But I'm kind of confused why she's back. So if we could look out for some more information.
What did your family
Okay.
do?
Oh, they're just like servants, and some people say I kind of look like the princess, so I'd be like stand-in
Excuse
for
me.
her when they needed a body double. The king's weird like that.
How
So you're low-key telling us that you're actually the princess, and the one up there is the fake.
Oh god, well, I'm one. I mean, God no, I'm not the princess. That'd be crazy. But
insight check?
yeah,
Just for funsies.
Roll
Yeah,
your deception or
it's
persuasion then.
oh,
Mo.
okay. I got a 14.
17.
19.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You don't
At
get a
least we
tell
don't
on
have to worry about
the
that.
line.
Yeah. So
Would you say any of you are interested in the crown? I feel like Arnie would be slightly, right?
In what? Sorry.
Interested in the crown at all? Like anything, information to do with
Yeah.
them?
I mean, I'm interested.
Okay. Would either of you two? Would you say, or you know?
No, I don't think Boone would care
Okay.
much.
What do you think about Kaya? Do you think he'd
I think
do you think he's ever like read about the crown? Because I feel like he's okay.
I think
Can
he
both of
read
you
about
roll a
it
history
before.
check for me?
What's math?
1 plus 1
I don't
equals
know.
3.
23.
16.
Okay. I feel like both of you could get this. When obviously Mo was referencing body doubles, it is a common thing, at least, like, to the knowledge of like the history of like the crown here, is that sometimes they do find people who look like the royals to take their place, maybe in more just in more events where it's just like, oh, they show their face for a moment from like a balcony, just because maybe the royal family are caught up with something else. You know, there's instances like that where they do hire people who look similar to them, especially from a distance, like where you could mistake them for the people.
Mo, I'm curious if you don't mind me asking. Do you still have connections within the palace, or no?
Oh no. My parents were fired a couple of years back, and
Oh my.
Why?
I never really found out what happened. So
I'm sorry to hear
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
What
Oh.
brought you down to the dim then?
Oh well. Once we were fired, we kind of needed to look for a cheaper place, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
No, I think I'm gonna get up from the table and say I have to go to the bathroom.
Insight check.
okay.
No.
Do you think she's going to cry?
Kyle would an insight check on that.
Yes. It's not great at deception. Okay. I got an 8.
I got a natural 20.
Okay.
I got a 9 on the die. So.
Are you actually going to the bathroom, bestie?
No, I was trying to go outside.
Okay.
I
I
will.
think
Doors
what
are in different
happened
directions.
walks out the front door.
You just watch, yeah.
I-
Annie kind of like, you literally just watch Annie move towards the bathroom, look back, and thinks that you haven't seen it, then walk towards the front door.
That was weird.
I
Are they?
Hold,
Are they
please.
gone?
I'm going to. I'm gonna send Perry after Arnie, but I'm gonna go deaf and blind to see through Perry's eyes and ears. So
Okay.
kind of just like pause it.
You're
Okay.
right.
I don't know how the mail system works here. Do I have to go to a post office? Are there like homing pigeons? What's the situation?
You'd find a post office, which you
Okay,
probably
okay.
passed multiple while you've been here, so you'd be able to find one easy. Probably just like around the corner from here.
Okay, I'm gonna send off the letter I wrote to the royal family.
Okay. Did you send me that letter? I can't remember if you sent me what that letter said or not.
Not gonna lie to you, I literally just typed it up 2 seconds ago.
Okay,
I
will you
messaged
send
it to
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, I'll have a... Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh, I almost
Oh,
shut it
you
on
did-
stream.
Yeah.
So, get it up on my phone.
it's just
Oh, our
basic
new
bullet
friends,
points
neat.
of what I wanted to convey. It's nothing I didn't like actually write it out, but it just has the basic bullet points of what I want to say. Yeah, I'll send that out and then just go back.
Question.
Yes.
You said that you introduced yourself, but you actually put your name.
Yeah, I'll write out
Okay.
my everything. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Your God-given name.
Yes, my birth name.
Your legal name.
Okay.
My
Christian
social
name.
security.
And those
Um,
3 wacky numbers on the back.
Alright. So yeah, you can go do that, and you see
And if
through
it's-
your bed that
Mhm.
Annie goes to a post office and sends some post.
I don't know if it's possible in this world, but I'll just ask just in case. If there's a way to like express mail this letter.
I feel
Same
like
day shipping.
anything that's kind of like being sent to the crown is probably a bit
That's
more
fair.
express than
Okay.
like they're probably like, do you know when the mail gets sent out in the morning? They're like the first
Mhm.
port of call almost, you know what
Okay,
I mean?
okay.
So
Got it. All right.
along with like, you know, some like political people, you know, stuff like that, because it's important that they get their mail first in a way. So
Rad, cool.
Well-
And then I'll just
important, you know.
Yeah.
I'll just walk back to the to our restaurant where we're eating like nothing happened. Just
Okay.
sit down.
How was the
When
restaurant?
Arnie is coming back, I'm just gonna like come back to sense of this.
It was good, I guess. I took care of all my business.
Right.
Sounds good, I guess.
So, we head out soon to get a good spot at the speech.
I don't see why not.
Sure, yeah.
Are you guys okay splitting up there? Just to get different vantage points.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay.
What time is it?
You're getting close to the time now, I'd say. Like, you might have to wait a little while after you get there, but no more than like 10-15 minutes.
Looking in
Okay,
the street
then-
from the food place, are people like starting to head that way or line up?
I'd say that like you see a few people kind of walking in that direction. More than like the other direction, of course.
Very good.
Yeah, very good.
I guess I'll cast Disguise Self at this point and just look like
You're
an
doing it.
average man.
An average man, like the most
A
nondescript
very fighter man, if you would.
fighter man.
Oh my god.
Spider-Man does
You're a
whatever a
Spider-Man.
fighter
You're a
can.
Spider-Man.
Okay, you are officially fireman right now. You guys see this, right? Like you do this in front of.
Yeah,
people?
100%.
I mean, they've seen you do it before, haven't they? When you was the half orc.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
they know I can switch up.
And so you're doing this because you look like the
Ah.
princess?
Yeah, I'd rather not get dragged back in there if they're like, oh, Mo, but just to be safe.
Did you leave on bad terms?
It seems so. Well, anyways, seems so.
Okay. Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go.
You guys head out and make your way towards. So, where they normally have these like speeches or like addressing the people, they kind of set up a stage outside like the gates of the palace. Um, and like it's very basic. It's nothing like too big, but it's raised so everyone can see. And yeah, you make your way there. There is a few people already like gathered around, and there's two people who are like on stage, kind of talk about something. I say with Kaya's 23, you would notice that one of them is the king's advisor talking to someone else. And then there's two guards at either side of the stage as well. But the king doesn't seem to be there yet, you know. No one else seems to be there but those people. There's a few, like, maybe workers along the backside of the stage, maybe just running around, running some stuff about. But yeah, there's a few people. There's a lot crowded around, like, the front. Like, maybe 3 deep. But apart from that, a lot of people, like, also spotted about, you know, leaning against walls, etc.
Okay. Do I if I send Perry out to fly and look around a bit, do I see like
Mhm.
anyone that I know from the academy? Anyone a little more important?
Let me have a look. You'd probably see. I mean, you know very well. You see Magistrate. Is it Rudis? Is that how you say the name? You see a few professors as well. You don't see your friendly professor.
Okay.
But you see like a few people from the academy that are hanging around. More of the like so there's the magistrate, there's also kind of like the deputy as well, is also there beside her having a conversation.
I want to just like stand over by them. Not
Okay.
like right next to the magistrate, but like some of the other professors.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. And you get like a little nod when they see like your robes. And you probably see like some students as well that you might have seen that you've passed by.
Like
Yeah.
small talk. Just chat until the prince comes out.
Mm-hmm. Whereabouts are you guys hatching yourself?
Huh? I'm just following them. I don't know what to do in this area.
I'll act like Ernie's bodyguard.
I think
Just a blend
I'll
in.
stay not too towards the front, but like in between the middle of the crowd and the front of the crowd if it's possible, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to be like right there, but not like
Yeah.
lost in the sea of people either. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. And like obviously there's as this time goes on, the whole array of people come by. Some of you guys would know that Tritons do like live in this city, but they're not as like high in population here because a lot of them are in like, you know, the ocean and stuff. That sounded so weird how I just worded that. But like there's a big like crowd of Triton as well that come out than you would probably see normally. There's people from all different places, especially within the Dawn. A lot of guards as well that came from the Dawn. A few that you might recognize as well, Boone, from the Dim, that are just there, maybe off like out of hours, you know, just coming to see what the king has to say, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Is there anything anyone wants to do before this all happens?
Oh, I think we're waiting for the show.
You
Are
just
there
wait.
street vendors with food?
There would be.
There
Like
are
some of them
parents
would
later.
have. They would have placed themselves around knowing they'll get a bit more, you know, traction around here. So you probably find someone who's like selling pies, and it smells really good, stuff like that.
Some dessert if they got like ice cream or pies or.
You could probably find someone with like ice cream.
Yeah, I'll get the three of us standing together that did not abandon the group ice cream cones.
I would put you back maybe like a silver piece.
No, thank you, sir.
Hey, you can eat on the job.
I'll lean in. I don't know how it would look eating with my fake mouth.
God. I have a question. I don't know if I have to make a perception check or anything, but what's the general like sentiment among the crowd of people?
Like the
Do you
vibe?
seem-
Mhm.
Yeah, like are they like waiting? Is there any like whispers about like
A lot of
some
people
drama?
like whispering, like
Okay.
saying, like, "Oh my god, I can't, like, is this actually true? Like, I'm actually, like, it's like kind of like the two like mums waiting for their kids after school, like gossiping with each other.
mhm.
It's like, I don't think she's actually here. I think they're just lying to us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Stuff like that. But nothing like new that you probably haven't.
Okay.
heard.
Just curious.
Mhm.
All right.
A few people are kind of like, nervously waiting in the sense of like, maybe royalists, for example, who are like really into the royal family. So, yeah. And eventually, like the king's advisor comes to the kind of like podium that they have, and he places some papers down, and he's like, the king will address you all shortly. I would like to just set a few ground rules here that no one is to throw anything on the stage. And he kind of goes, all those rules like, where it's like nobody's to yell out profanities, stuff like that. Like, the general like housekeeping rules, let's say.
Yeah.
Say your chair acts as a flotation device.
And there's kind of like a small building kind of to the, like, it's a very small, like, almost like where, like, guards would go into, I can't think, a guard tower like that, beside the stage, and you see the door open, and the king does come out of there, and walks up the stage slowly, and there's a round of applause, from people, but some people are just quietly stood there, like, just waiting to hear what is said. And he kind of...
King?
What do you say, sorry?
Just the King comes out? just the King?
Oh, just the king. It sounded like you were saying just leaking, and I'm like, who's leaking? Like...
Saying that as the king
Coffee.
comes out, they're just leaking. He's a
Everywhere.
total dilf.
Okay,
Had a
okay.
meeting with the trains.
Okay, so yeah, just the king comes out with like two guards, and walks up to the stage, kind of like adjusts his like jacket, and places some papers down of his own that he seems to like read over before he starts talking. And straight away, I'm gonna change the music for this. We need to get better vibes.
The music we can't hear?
Yeah, the music.
Yeah,
we can't hear.
that's, you should totally change that music.
Mm.
And he goes and clears his throat a little bit. I am aware that many of you will have many questions about what happened, but we still do not have answers to everything. However, we want you to know that our daughter, Princess Nakari, has returned to us safely. She has been through a tough time in her absence, but she wanted to show her face to our people, and thank you for believing that she would be found again. And straight after this, the door opens again, and out
Good
comes... What? What did you say, sorry?
Can I insight check his speech?
Yeah, same.
Were you insight checking, like...
If
Exactly.
he's telling the truth?
that she was found safely and like she's been through a tough
Or that
time?
she's she returned?
Okay, make an insight check then.
dirty 20.
From what you can tell, everything that's coming out of his mouth seems legit.
Okay.
At least to
Okay.
his knowledge, you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Okay.
And I make an insight check too, but not on the king. When the princess comes out, I want to like, is she walking like how a princess would? Is like, I want to see like, is this really the princess, or like, do they have a body double or like some kind of disguised self?
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, roll an insight check. And she does come out, and
That is
she walks up onto the stage.
24.
24. She's walking like a princess. She is very like it feels very taut in the way that she's like walking and stuff like that. You know, like how royals teach their kids to be like proper in many ways. And she comes onto stage and just stands beside her father, who like gives her a little kiss on the cheek. And she like gives a wave, and it's not wrong. This person does look like Mo. Like from this distance, if they were both next to each other, it would be hard to like differentiate between the two. Maybe a few features here and there, if anything, but it's very, very close. And she doesn't say anything. She just gives a wave and a smile. And again, some people like really like clap really hard and give like a whoop. Some people again just silent watching for this to see if anything else comes of this. And she kind of moves back and stands beside goes down the stairs and then stands behind one of the guys that came out with her. And she's also dressed, you know, like princess would, all that kind of stuff. And then he clears his throat again after the crowd dies down a little bit and says, now we must make some other information public to ensure the safety of all in this time. We have reason to believe that our daughter was held against her will by a member of the royal family of the Vorovesi Kingdom. For those of you who are not aware of this kingdom, it is settled within the Winson Ocean, north of our great city, with a large Triton population. We have also reason to believe that the kingdom has been decimated, and the destruction being influenced by the person in question. We do not... Listen, we do not, and we will not be giving you too much information at this time until everything is fact-checked, but we do have a name. We wish for you to report to your local guard if you find anyone using this name. We do not wish for you to panic, though. It is not guaranteed that this person is even in the city or even alive. However, simply as a precaution, we please do request that if you come across anyone named Arnin Venturis, please let your local guard know. And then he just collects his papers and nods and leaves.
Instantly, I'm sending Perry over to Arnie to land on their shoulder. And I'm going to keep Perry there.
Hey, Arnie.
He was running away.
I was just saying, I'm gonna
We're
cast
following.
Expeditious Retreat on Arnie.
Okay, fair
I'll
enough.
cast invisibility.
And you notice that a lot of the Tritons
Mark.
who are around here... Hunter's Mark, okay. You notice that a lot of the Tritons around here are kind of like looking between themselves. Like, they know this name. Definitely. They're definitely more familiar, so... So, where are you going, Annie?
Hold on.
Time out.
Wherever Arnie's going, Boone is following.
Okay. No.
I say I'll follow, but I wanted Arnie to get away faster.
Okay.
Rigby.
A lot's happening right now.
Rigby, now's
I
not the
get it.
time.
Rigby, please. I don't know. I don't know where Artie is going. I think Artie's just running. She doesn't know where she's going.
I feel like
She's freaking
okay.
out.
Take this how you will, but I feel like maybe one of her instincts is just to run until she gets like near the ocean.
To the sea. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, that's probably the right vibe.
I will
and
say
move.
Artie is also probably crying.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Puppy.
Rigby does not like this.
Rigby, you know what?
Rigby
I'm feeling
catches
you right
the
now,
bad
Rigby.
vibes.
She doesn't want to lay down. Anyway, Arnie is running towards the ocean, crying.
Okay.
Artie's not having a good time right now. Cam is not having a good time right now.
It's payback for Sunday. That's what this is.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What are the rest of you guys doing? You following? You
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
following as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And by the point that you're leaving as well, people are starting to disperse a little bit, kind of talking amongst themselves, like, oh my god, blah, 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 about the like kingdom and like,
God.
Arnie.
oh, I heard that name before, like, you know, one of those mothers again, like.
I've met her before.
The pick-me mums is what I like to call them, you know? So.
Not that the other party members couldn't assume this, but Arnie has not disclosed to anybody her full name, so you might be able
Yeah.
to think about it, but
Based on
I mean,
the reaction
the
and
name
the running
was
away.
Arnin Venturus, so take that how you will. And yeah, so you guys eventually after, I mean, Boone you would know, the rest of you wouldn't because Kaya casts invisibility on Annie. But Boone you'd know whereabouts she is, so you can follow, and eventually you kind of come across like a small, like, rocky beach on the edge, right on the edge of the city, not too far from the docks, where Annie is.
Sure.
You're quiet sobbing
Arnie?
from an invisible spot.
I
Yeah.
think even quiet. I think Arnie's probably like scream crying. Probably like maybe like knee deep in the ocean. Not that anybody could see, but
I'll
You
just
can see
like
the ripples.
feel around for a shoulder to pat on.
If you touch Arnie, I think she'll probably flinch away.
So she was being
And
evil
all-
this session.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that.
Yeah, you
I
like holy
truly.
I thought the worst was me having to talk about my back.
This is the worst that I ever could have
Yeah,
imagined. Yeah, I think in all honesty, Arnie probably, it takes her a good couple minutes to even like fully come back and like recognize that you guys are around.
You drop invisibility on Annie yet, Kaya, or are you keeping it up?
I'll keep it up.
Okay.
How long does it last?
An hour?
An hour, I think. It's an
hour.
hour? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe an
It
hour.
said this
It's
point,
a
like,
drop.
maybe 15, 20 minutes has passed, like, with how far Annie had to run as well, so.
And I dropped his guy self now that we're away.
Okay.
I think Arnie probably takes like 30, 35 minutes to just keep crying. Probably still crying after that, but maybe less intensely.
All I'm saying is that it's perfect that you sent that letter off before this happened.
that. Like...
Now I don't even know how that's gonna go because, oh my god, I can't.
Because they have your full name on a letter?
Why do you think I asked if you put your full name on the letter, bestie?
My nickname are gonna be who the fuck is this?
Oh my god.
Really crying. Anyway, I think after Arnie calms down a little bit, I don't think Arnie's gonna say anything. I think she's just gonna sit there quietly.
What about the rest of you? You doing anything specific? Are you
I'll
talking? What's
just wait.
you
No.
just waiting for Annie to make the first move?
Yeah.
God.
Don't want to encroach where I'm not welcome.
Well, so, Arnie, Can we assume what your full name is based on your reaction to that speech?
Yes, my full name is indeed Arnon Venturis.
Pretty safe
Okay.
name.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Firstly, I can assure you, I never kidnapped the princess. I've never seen her in my life before today. I did not hold her against her will. I do have an inkling, however, who might have done
Who
this
might-
for real.
Oh god.
Alright. Go on.
Well, I'd love
It
to help in
wasn't
any
my.
way.
Thank you, Mo. It wasn't my intention to really say any of this, but I kind of don't have a choice.
Forceful law drop, let's go. I had to do it to Mercer, I had to do it to you as well, you know?
What the king said back there, the kingdom of Verovesi and that it was decimated is true.
And
I
this
guess
is where you come from?
yes, in the interest of being open and honest, especially in a situation like this, I will just tell you, I am a member of the royal family of Verovesi.
Alright.
Oh, prim and proper.
Something like that. The reason I came to Bavaria was to look for my sister, Adeline, who, um, she brutally murdered our family in cold blood, destroyed
Yes.
our kingdom, and I have reason to believe that she is possibly here or has passed through here at some point.
And is she the one you suspect of nixing the princess?
It's likely, or if she didn't even kidnap the princess, it's highly likely that she, or I don't know, perhaps someone she's in league with, gave them my name to plaster as the culprit. That sounds like something she would do.
To be fair, Ani has been in the library a lot for the past few weeks.
An alibi.
Unless
right?
you're hiding the princess
No.
wherever
In
you're
the
staying.
library?
Not in the
I would
library,
never.
of gods no.
My
Well-
question, how long did we say that the princess had been missing for? Because when we was talking about your backstory, we mentioned it, and I can't remember exactly.
I think it was about 6 months she was gone for.
Okay. I'll take
Oh,
it as that for
interesting.
now, and I'll...
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm in pretty tight with the guards down in the dim. So,
And I
come-
have a lovely space if you need somewhere.
I was gonna say you could.
Have one more slight problem.
Oh, okay.
This
Yeah, okay, well,
morning, when I said I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, when you went to the bathroom outside?
Yeah, I just assumed you were a shy pooper.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was wondering if it was like something you prefer, but
I went to the post office to send a letter to the royal family with my full name in it.
Did you give any
about
details about
what?
any of us?
All I told them, I introduced myself, my full name, and stated that I was a princess of the kingdom of Verovesi. I explained to them that I didn't give them the full details, but but I explained that an incident had happened at our kingdom and that I was searching for my sister and merely wished to introduce myself to the royal family here, perhaps form some connections. That's basically what the letter said. But
Well, they know you're here now.
exactly.
We do.
Were
So,
any of were we
yeah.
mentioned in it?
No.
Or
None
okay.
of you were mentioned. Perhaps the only information they would have is information on the room where I was staying as the return address for the letter, but
I think we should get you further.
Yeah.
And what
Do you
would you
want to
say you
stay
put your
with-
name under? That's a good question to ask. You think it would just be under Arnie, or like you think it would
oh,
actually?
that's true. It would probably just be under Arnie then, so they may not. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, her room would probably just be under Arnie. She probably wouldn't use her
Mhm.
her full name.
Well, it's up to you if you want to take that risk, or you can come stay with me and Mo.
Lovely places.
I appreciate the offer very much. Yes, I think it would be wise to stay with you for the time being, one of you.
Take your pick. You've got a fighting arena or a office.
A fun one. Or
My office is
I-
plenty fun. Thank you.
This might be a little weird considering you aren't family, but my father lives in the den, and he could always make room for you. He
Very
does have an
sweet,
extra
Kyle.
room.
So now you have
Thank you.
3 choices to make.
A
Mo.
90-year-old man, an office, or a fighting room.
Mo, does the fighting arena have training areas built in?
I mean, we have a whole ring. People train down there all the time. I can even train with you. I guess I'm a little out of practice. Just airfare.
What do you want to train with a new champion? Just say.
I think we could all train together after this information.
Yeah. I think we should bulk up a
Now,
bit more.
like I said,
Okay.
I've got some friends in the guards, go a ways back. If you want, I could set up a private meeting for you and we could talk this out if you feel comfortable with that. I know these people, they're like family. They wouldn't rat you out if I said not to.
I will consider it. Perhaps would be a wise move. Mo, I don't know. I know you said you were close to the princess. I don't know how close you were to the king and to queen. Is there a queen?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't remember her name.
Fair.
This may be an odd question. Could you perhaps gauge from what you remember of the royal family how prone they might be to corruption?
Oh.
Like, you know.
Oh, the king is a special, sort of special, if you catch my drift.
I think I understand.
That was even
I
too
don't- I
vague for
don't-
me to follow.
Hi.
I don't know much in their dealings, but from whispers in the halls.
There's
What
a
halls?
possibility.
The castle halls, Boone. We went over this earlier.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a considerable possibility then that my sister has gotten her hooks into the royal family.
Your sister has hooks.
It's a figure of speech, Boone.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get all the details here, and you keep throwing
You know
out.
what? Fair, Boone.
parables.
We'll be more direct in the future.
I
At
don't
least while I'm
know.
writing down my notes, and you see him like scratching out hooked sister.
Left or
I
right?
think- I'm trying to decide if I should give this to you. I think in Arnie's current state, you could probably pick up that she's not telling you everything. She's keeping some things to herself, but for the most part, everything else is true.
Can you give me a description of your sister?
She looks like me. a little bit older. She's about, I don't remember. I didn't pull up my backstory.
I mean,
think I wrote
are
it
her
down.
fins more of a turquoise or a seaweed green or a...
One moment. Let me think. Um,
Gold.
She's about 28. Yeah, she would be about 28 now. She looks quite like me. Similar skin tones. She has, I think I gave her blue hair instead of green. Hold on, let me pull up my pick cruise.
I forgot you did pick cruise with them.
That's so fun.
Nothing more fun than making pick crews
I
of
mean,
all
you
the
love
NPCs
making
you
pick crews,
create.
Aaron.
Yeah.
I get a
Our
pick crew
resident
like
pick
for
crew.
every single NPC that Aaron has in their backstory.
Cause I
Oh, that's
can't
great.
draw.
Just do what I do and use AI generators. They're way easier.
Oh,
I
hey,
don't.
just ask
I'm
me.
not that
Yeah.
smart.
She has blue hair instead of my green hair.
Okay. Any
Uh,
identifying marks, scars, jewelry?
She has about 2 or 3 large scars over her left eye.
Hmm.
They're quite noticeable.
How'd that happen? Was
See
there a
that?
clause?
How do you?
Well, that's you.
No, God no. Um, let's just say she acquired them on the night where she killed my family.
Understood.
They're recent.
Sorry for
That's
bringing that up. So they
that's
won't be
alright.
fully healed yet?
Not likely. They were rather
Okay.
deep
That's good to know.
gashes. Um,
Alright, I think I've got enough here to put out some feelers.
I've been trying to look for her ever since I've got here. And I should tell you as well, it's not a huge network or anything, but likely some of those Tritons that were at the King's speech earlier are some from my kingdom, from our knightly order. My uncle as well is not here, but he is off elsewhere in the world, also keeping an eye out for her.
I mean, you made friends with the best detective in town and you didn't even ask him to look. I'm curious why.
I mean, it was quite a private matter, but
It seems rather urgent. Private enough.
yes, I guess perhaps
I mean, at the moment, perhaps. We all
it
got
was.
our own weird family stuff, don't we?
Just,
Not my
let's call it that.
Same.
Wonderful for you.
Now, where do we go from here? Where do you want to stay? That's issue number one.
Pick
I'm
right
just-
now.
I'm
Well, yeah,
going
'cause
to
we need
stay
to-
with you, Mo.
Okay, let's
Sounds
start moving
good.
your stuff out of your place.
Right.
I think we should do that on our own. I don't think Arnie should go back there quite yet.
I don't
Alright,
have.
so
It's just a few things, but
if you want, you could give me and Kai a key to your room. Mo could show you to the pits. We can break your
Mhm.
stuff in an hour or so.
sure.
That might be
Pass
the best
you
way.
the key to my room.
Cool. Yep, you get the key. And are you going to go now, or are you got any other plans before you guys split off?
A little shopping, a little.
Yeah, let's have
It's
a
like
girls' night out.
a makeover, like where you go shopping and like, I'm gonna
Mani
change your
pedi.
style.
I'm gonna make you disguise.
Perhaps I should get a disguise. Should
A
I dye
shopping
my hair?
montage.
Probably not blue though.
Well, that would make me more like my sister. So I don't want
Oh
that.
well, I guess. Yeah.
It's
But
green
if they're not
now.
What about black?
I don't know. Do you think it would wash me out?
No?
You'll have to think about it. Maybe purple.
Think on it, and we could figure it out.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Love purple.
What's about pink? We could match.
And then people would
That's-
think you're together. It'd be a whole thing.
And if
I'm
they
not
did?
opposed.
Ooh, romance brewing.
I don't know if I can emotionally handle a romance. Sorry, Kaya.
No, that's all right. I'm not offended.
Just to like hop up and pat Kai on the shoulder. You'll get him next time.
I'm not even sure I was trying to get.
No,
in,
it's
but-
okay. You don't have to live in denial. We know.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, Kaya, Boone to the apartment, Mer, Annie to the Underdome, right? That's the plan.
Mhm.
Okay, let's go with Kaya and Boone first.
All right.
So, you make your way to, like, I believe you have been there prior, because I think you went to go, meet with Annie one time.
All went.
Mhm.
So I
So
know the way.
you know it. Yeah, you know it was, and you could easily find your way to then unlock the door with ease.
Can I have Harry check it out first, just to make sure, like, if
Well,
Arnie
once the
did
door's
send out
open?
this, not just to make
Or
sure like there's no
the
guards
building,
around
like
the
stuff like
building.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
Like,
if
there are no
Arnie
like
sent out the letter, I
guards
don't
waiting.
want them like there already.
Make a perception check through Pure.
Um, 6.
No, you don't see anything. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Those are looking good.
Um, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Perfect. Well, just sent the letter today, so I know they're acting on it already.
We should be quick.
So, what do you take of this whole situation? You've known
Uh,
Arnie longer than the rest of us.
Still only for a few weeks, but I. She doesn't seem the type to kill her whole family, but I guess you never really know people, do you?
Yeah, that's the issue. She's still being rather restrained in information. It makes me wonder if there might be at least a fraction of truth.
I won't lie, I'm not sure I trust her, but I don't distrust her either, if that makes sense. I'm not going to turn her in, but
Mm.
just I don't know. I'll probably
Ah,
need to sleep on it.
that's respectful. I guess we better start
You,
pulling this stuff up. Oh, me?
Mr. Detective?
Something about the whole situation stinks. Something we're missing.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, as they say, friends close, enemies closer.
It's true.
Figure if I'm gonna be the greatest detective, I better keep the most interesting cases close to the chest.
Let me know if you need any help, but my
I will.
reasoning won't be as shallow. No offense, but you can't tell me that's not shallow.
How do you mean?
If you're not being her friend to be her friend, but to gain the advantage, that's not exactly
I don't see why the
honorable.
two are mutually exclusive.
It's not honorable, but
How so? I'm just getting to know my friend better, and if in getting to know them I find out they're a murderous psychopath, I'm none the
you
worse
do
for
want
wear.
to be their friend. If you want to be their friend, it makes it
Yeah,
okay, but
I
okay.
do. But they're also at the center of
Miscommunication then.
It's easier to explain that I separate my professional and personal life. Professionally, they're an interesting
Okay.
case, and personally, they seem like a good friend.
Okay. That makes sense. Sounds good to me.
And don't think I haven't noticed the keen eye on you. I'll be needing your services.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Always happy to help and always happy to be there.
Alright, let's get this stuff moving. See if there's anything interesting.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you actually looking to see if there's anything interesting, or
I mean, yeah, absolutely. We're both
Okay.
snoops.
both of you make an
Like,
investigation check?
Bloody clothes and
Yeah.
Says I killed my. I've done
That's a
it.
24.
25.
Oh, fuck you.
Whoa.
I think that's the second time you've one-upped me by 1 on an
I-
investigation.
Okay.
I
What?
have advantage.
Yeah,
What
well,
did you
I don't.
find?
Yeah, what would they find? With basically they find everything at this I'd
Okay.
say, so.
They would find the dress that Arnie just bought this morning. Probably in like some kind of garment bag. they would probably find. I didn't mention this, but when I wrote my letter and sent it off,
Mm-hmm.
if it's okay with you, DM, I probably either like wax sealed it or did some kind of seal that
Yeah,
is like
that makes
like
sense.
our like kingdom crest, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably find that stuff. They probably find letters either in like the desk or nightstand or whatever between me and my uncle.
Mhm. So like the
Cool name.
uncle's letters returning to you.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
the ones that he's returned to me. From what you can piece together of the story, from his side, I guess would mostly be, they don't probably like directly say what happened, just because it is still sensitive, but
Mhm.
being like, hey, like, you know, I'm still looking for your sister. We haven't heard anything we have, etc., etc. Um, Also, probably like in a more like lighthearted way, like you probably see mentions of Arnie's uncle reminding Arnie to like, don't forget your daily training. Probably mentions about her training for the knightly order, which she definitely didn't mention to you guys. Um,
I feel like he would have
and
signed off as well with like Uncle Gallon or something like that, right?
yeah, he
Like,
would have signed off with Uncle Gallon. Yeah, so you would catch his name. Um,
okay, this is a
trying to
question just to
oh
think. Would there be references to maybe the storm in there as well?
yeah,
Since yeah.
there would be references to the storm in terms of the deity. Yeah, there would also probably be questions in there about Arnie's research that she's been doing. Because you guys rolled so high, I'll give you this. Probably questions to Arnie about like, oh, have you found anything more about warlock deals? Oh,
Sure.
um, and kind of that vein of research. Yeah, questions checking up on that. I'm trying to think what else would be in her room. I think that's really it.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
So I think
They'll
we
give us more.
yeah. I'll probably just say Boone marks down his little notepad, the family crest, like he'll draw it out, the uncle's name, and the thing about the warlocks and the storm.
I'm
Okay.
going to take the family crest, like the little seal, and I'm gonna
Cool.
cast wrist pocket on that. Just
Ooh.
store it away.
Okay.
What are all these spells that I know nothing about?
Wrist pocket is
Rope
a Matt
grip,
Mercer spell.
wrist
Yeah, it
tremor. I forget
is.
what it's called.
I
Okay.
I am a
Love
chronomancy
the
wizard,
man.
so
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I love it.
I just like put it into my jacket pocket,
Okay.
and
Interesting.
I'll grab everything, like the garment bag. I'll put all the letters in the garment bag, like near the bottom.
Zoom out, Boone offered to help move stuff, and he's got a 7 in strength, so he's not a whole lot
Oh,
of help.
sorry,
Hold
one
on.
more
I'm not much
thing.
better.
She has it with her. She doesn't wear it though. I mean, Arnie wears like I think she wears half plate technically. And let me see what she's got on. Oh, she has chainmail on. She probably has in her room an armor breastplate that has the same family crest on it as well. But you have never seen her wear it.
I'll wrap that up in a sheet so the crest isn't shown off.
Yeah. Sorry, that's the last thing. Carry on. Yeah.
So I think
So-
we grab everything.
Yeah, well, it's gonna take us a
You
while
just
because everything's
slur,
super heavy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got like the breastplate and a bindle on my back, and I'm carrying all like the small stuff.
I'm just like bridle carrying all this stuff with my arms.
You get like a funny look from the guy in like the foyer, and they just kind of just let you go. Yeah, if we want to move over to Annie Moore, I'd say at this point you in the dim, you run down there, and I do want to know, Annie. I feel like what's your intelligence, real quick?
Such a loaded question.
It is a 12.
Marguerite.
Well,
This
yeah.
one.
So because I was pretty sure it was like positive.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like you'd know that because you've kind of gone by with it for a while. If you use the name Arnie in places, it'll be a while before anyone will catch on to anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
So-
I will say, I don't know how much this serves you, DM, but Adeline would know about that nickname.
Oh
So
yeah, I'm
just yeah,
mhm.
yeah. And probably too, like people from my kingdom
Yeah.
would know about.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
But
not
the
that
average
anybody.
the average
Yeah,
person is
no,
what I'm
no,
saying. Yeah.
yeah. Anybody
Mhm.
outside of the kingdom, unless they were like really big into our
Mhm.
history or anything, is not going to be like, oh,
Like,
yeah.
unless your
Arnie.
sister literally sat down and read like through like the book of the people at the hotels and was like, oh, so Annie was like, yeah, that's her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Get
Yes,
her.
totally. All right, yeah.
mm-hmm.
I'm just picturing one jump from Aladdin, but it's
Okay. Yeah, what do you guys do? You making your way to the Underdome? You're almost there.
I mean, shit. You good?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, fair.
It's been.
I mean, yeah.
It's been. How long have I been here? What, 3 weeks, 2 weeks? However long.
Yeah.
Yeah, with no word about
Yeah.
my sister at all. And
That is
she
hard.
just shows up now, slandering my own name after everything she did. It honestly pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, we could kill her if you want. Just throw it out there, so it's on the table.
I guess I should say a nice offer, Mo. Thank you. I'll be honest, I guess even if I did find her, I don't know what I was going to do, but we'll just have to
Well-
wait and see.
I haven't found her yet. You still got time to think about it. And I'm
You're
a really
right.
good listener, so if you want to bounce ideas or you want to talk some more,
Thank you, Mo. That's very kind of you. I think right now I would like to punch something.
got just the thing. Take her inside.
Yeah, take her inside. And, you know, there's a few people walking about, you know, the average people are walking about when it's not open necessarily, because at this point it's getting around midday. Or it is around midday. So yeah, you could do whatever you need to, if you want to go punch some stuff, you could go do that. If you want to go talk to, can't think of his name. Callister.
Alistair, my
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, talk to him.
I guess I'll go fill him in on the current situation.
Okay. And would you take Annie with you, or would you have that?
No,
privately?
I'd probably set up like a punching dummy in the ring and then go talk to him.
Okay. The question is, is this conversation that you want to have while people are here? Like,
No, I just.
do you want to actually play this out, or do you want to?
We don't have to. I just like
Okay.
what happened at the speech and.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And he'll know that he still hasn't really heard anything.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to be aware if stuff comes.
Yeah, but you know, he doesn't have any updates on like any knowledge that he may have gained. So
cool. And I'll set up a cot in the storage room just for now.
Okay. Annie, are you like just trying to go at this thing then, like this dummy? Or
Yeah, Arnie in battle uses a halberd, and that's what she's been like trained with. I mean, she knows hand-to-hand combat too. It's just not her preferred method of fighting. But I think at this point, Arnie is mad. So probably, yeah, without even like wrapping up her hands or anything, it's just like pow pow pow. Like, yeah,
yeah.
Not being very smart in this moment.
Make an athletic check for me.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you go at this thing. You kind of knock it over at one point with like the weight of one of your punches, and you have to like pick it up. But you let off that steam to the point where you know you ache a little bit.
I truly think Arnie, this is like was not even in the realm of possibility, and Arnie's mind was not at all what was gonna happen. So yeah, I think she's just struggling to like reconcile what's going on.
I really threw something at you, huh?
Truly, so floored. Is this what it felt like on Sunday?
Yes, it is what it felt like on Sunday, bestie.
I'm never being mean to my players again.
At some point where it seems like settled down, or mostly go side of the ring and say, Arnie, when you're good, I got something to show you, okay?
Okay. I'll come up. What is it?
Here, I'll show you where you'll be staying. And Mo will take her to her room.
Mm-hmm.
And here's got a bed, got a desk if you want to write any more letters. Just maybe have someone proofread them before you send them out. Writing supplies is in the bottom drawer there. There's some.
Do I? Oh, go on.
There's some random books on the table if you want. And Mo's gonna grab the one that she's currently reading.
Do I get the sense that this is Mo's bedroom?
I mean, it seems very well set up to have only happened in the past, like, 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
I think I'm just gonna refuse and say, no, I'm not taking your bedroom.
Oh, this is just where I put stuff. I don't stay in here.
Insight check. 19.
Oh, 17!
Yeah,
Boy.
Mo's definitely lying.
Mo, I'm not taking
Look,
your
Arnie,
room.
I got a good spot. No. Well, I'm not sleeping in there then if you're. Just
Well, then I'm not
take it.
sleeping in here either. No, I'm not putting you out of your own room. I'll go
I
stay
will
with
be
Boone if
putting
this
you
is how it'll
out.
be.
Fine, I'll show you to the storage room.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you take Annie to the storage room. Where is this? Where the cot's set up?
Yeah, just I was thinking
Mhm.
like somewhere behind the bar that just has
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
miscellaneous.
that isn't too, filled with stuff, but so there's enough room.
Yeah, like
but,
there's floor
mhm.
room.
Cool. Yeah, and you get taken to the room with the cot in it.
This is perfect. Thank you, Mo.
You're welcome.
I think Arnie will I'll give Mo a hug.
Oh.
Just kind of a little squeeze and then let go, and that's it. Then I'll just wait for the boys to arrive with all my shit.
Okay. I'd say, maybe like just a little while later, you two rock up. This time the door's open, so you don't have to, break it open.
Bust in.
Boone. You can just walk on in.
Anyway.
But yeah, you can walk on in, and you'd probably, the first person you see is probably Callister, who is, the person that most seems to be the closest with you that you've seen Mo talk to before. And yeah, he's just behind the bar, seeming to like doing some like cleaning, some stock checking, that kind of stuff. And he kind of looks over to you and just gives you a nod. I say eventually Mo is probably out there.
You got some stuff?
Yeah, where do you want
here.
us to put it?
Follow me.
You're gonna take him
We
to
follow.
to the supply closet.
Or do I take him to my room, put all Barney's stuff in my room, so Barney has
No! Don't
No,
do
I'll
it, Mo.
take the storage room.
Fair.
Right.
Yeah, you find Annie and Annie, you see them with all your stuff?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, truly. I'll take it off their hands to just
Cool.
kind of find a spot for it.
You can just tell us where to put it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I got it. Thank you.
Do you need any help moving in?
I think I'll be alright. It's very nice of you to offer. Kaya, do you give me my royal seal back or no?
Yeah, he'll pull it out
Okay.
of his coat.
Okay. I didn't know if you were stealing it.
The
Just
forged
like
letters in
hiding
your
it if
name.
need be.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just put all my stuff.
So now that we've moved Arnie out, got her in a somewhat safe place, I guess. What are our plans, gang?
Change my schedule to have 6 cries a day instead of 3.
Schedule and
The cries are just like double the
3
length now.
hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to metagame, Kaya totally had this idea. Ani, why don't you send them another letter?
Is that really a wise idea?
I have 2 ideas. One,
Mhm.
you say that because of recent events you're leaving the city. You could throw them off your trail a little bit. Or
It's all too
you could tell
obvious.
them the truth.
I
Well,
yeah, I don't think
if someone
they'll
said,
fall.
everyone look for you, I'd leave.
But I don't think I would say, "Hey, I'm leaving," to those people in that sense.
But if you add, I would still like to have a meeting in the future to discuss the situation, that's still like a means of contact that you'd still want.
Or do
I
we call
wonder-
court with the royal family and get ahead of it?
That's what I was thinking. I wonder if in my letter I asked for court already, so I'm wondering if we should just wait to see if we get any reply at all. Well, it won't come here. It'll come to the inn now, but
I can. I'll probably
Yeah, one of us
still be
can go
staying in the
first.
dawn. I can check the mail for you. At least have Piero do it just to.
Hmm.
So I don't want to get caught up
No,
more
that
than I have
seems-
to.
I don't know. Yes, perhaps. Not sure how smart it would be to march into the into the palace, where all the guards are around and the royal family and whatnot. But might be
Sounds
the
like a perfectly reasonable idea.
might be the best way to present our side, or my side rather, first. But
Cool.
again, I'm also not sure how much my sister is involved. I see 2 scenarios. She was the one who kidnapped the princess, 100%, and is either somewhere else in the city, somewhere else in the world, whatever it may be. The princess either was rescued or sent back, who's to say? But getting ahead of the situation, my sister put my name on the incident first. Or my sister had something to do with both the princess's kidnapping and recovery. In other words, she's playing both sides. And she presented it
Double
as,
agent.
yes, look, I've helped you find the lost princess, or something like that. And said, this person did it, aka me. But who's to say if she's even revealed that she is my sister at all, or she's just acting as some other person? I don't know. There are many possibilities.
Do you have any idea why your sister might do this?
Well, she killed the rest of my family, and I'm the last one alive, so...
Yeah, but do you know why she did?
I love knowing things, guys. It's so good.
I should answer you or not!
I don't. Ani, don't feel like you do have to tell us everything, but the more answers that we have, the more we can assist you in things. And I think at this point, the cat is kind of out of the bag.
Just a bit. But should we? It's been a day already. Should we?
We do respect anything you do want
Reconvene?
to withhold, but just a thought.
I know we've only met, like 4 days ago? But I have to ask, do you all trust me?
I'll be honest, no, not entirely.
I'm only staying in my place, so gotta have some.
I do in most matters.
I'm not turning you in if that's what you're asking. I
Oh,
have no
no,
business in
that's...
doing that.
Neither am I.
Oh, thank you. We're necessary.
Rude with stance.
I have no intention to turn you in until I know for a fact you're guilty.
I appreciate the honesty. I think almost in like a bout of like word vomit, Artie's just gonna. I'll just give it all. The one time I try to keep character secrets, it is turned
You're not.
against
You're
me.
not allowed.
You're not built for it.
Look, I don't know the exact reasoning behind why my sister did what she did, but I guess there isn't much sense in keeping royal secrets anymore when 90% of the royal family is dead. I'll give you the short version, so we don't have a long history lesson.
TLDR.
Yeah, the TLDR. When the kingdom of Verovesi was founded many, many years ago, and it was being built underwater, it was discovered that there was a great beast underground in the sea, basically, burrowed into the seafloor. The founders of the kingdom found a way to essentially keep it in stasis, I guess you would say, alive but unable to get out. They quite literally built the whole kingdom right on top of it. And ever since then, it's been the duty of the three pillars of the royal family, the monarch, the enchanter, and the knight commander, to make sure the creature stays where it is. My sister was in line to be the next monarch, my brother in line to be the next enchanter, and myself in line to be the next knight commander. I don't know how it happened, I don't know all the details, there wasn't really time to ask. My sister seems to have struck some kind of deal with the beast, unleashed it upon our kingdom, and for whatever reason decided to murder all of our family. I don't know.
You know,
Oh, yes.
sorry, I'm a little focused more on the magic aspect of things just because my studies. How much do you know about the stasis this beast was put in?
Not
That's
much.
your biggest question?
I'll be honest, my brother dealt with much more of that than I did. He was
Your
more
brother
trained in
dead?
that matter. But as far as I know, as I said, it was a stasis. The beast was still alive, but from what I understand, was kept kind of in like a slumber.
A coma,
Okay.
almost.
Yes, you could say so. Similar to that. And we knew the location of the creature, as about once every year the spells had to be re-strengthened, so there was access to it. However, I'm not sure how my sister would have fully learned how to break such protection and wake the creature without being eaten.
Is this monster still with us?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
You know, its
Oh.
name, anything about it?
I don't know if it ever had a name. It's looks like a giant eel. It's
I'm
quite scary
upset.
though.
Does this ring any bells for like folklore stories?
Roll a history check.
No. Use my big die. I shouldn't have used my big die. That'll be a 13.
No, it doesn't ring any bells.
The details I know from personal legends, though I can't guarantee their fact, is that when it was discovered originally, it was humongous. Its teeth alone were about as big as a full-grown triton. It was quite huge. as I said, and vicious.
You say works. Does that mean it shrank?
Oh no, I just mean in the legends. That's how it was
Ah.
stated. I didn't catch that clear of a view of it when it, erupted from the literal ground of my kingdom, but um, it was still very much a giant eel, and my sister more or less kind of rode off with it.
Now, this might be insensitive, but do you know if there's anyone that maintained the magic on it that's still alive?
Hmm.
Might you be able to send word? Let her maybe learn a bit more about it.
Hmm. I don't know, DM. You would have to help me roll. Do you think the original High Enchanter before my brother would still be alive? I did say a lot of people died, not everybody, but
Yeah.
Buddy.
Roll just a general. Just roll a dice. How about that? We'll just do
Okay.
Just
that.
any of them. Roll a d4, roll
Yeah,
a d6.
roll.
Pick
Yeah,
one.
roll a
I got
d20.
Percentile? Go for
Okay.
it.
I rolled a d20, got a 2.
Two. To
You
your
killed a man
knowledge,
just now.
to your
Knowledge
knowledge,
is a-
not.
Nope.
To my knowledge, no. I
There
would say
could be like a descendant somewhere that could have
Somewhere.
some knowledge, but like
Yeah,
again,
it's not
you're not
like-
familiar
yeah.
enough. Yeah.
to
Who
be to answer you, Boone.
was the?
Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just quickly.
Heads up.
To my knowledge, no. When all this happened, my brother was quite close to assuming his position as High Enchanter anyway. Many people perished in the attacks as well, so there are still survivors, of course, but I'm not sure.
If I may ask, who is the previous Knight Commander?
My uncle.
Oh, I'm glad someone was able to make it through.
Yes, he's still with us, but I believe I said before he's off elsewhere, searching for
I-
traces.
I was just gonna say, I'd argue that most of the survivors were probably knights of sorts, people who could defend themselves. But there is
Mhm.
obviously the odd, like, civilian,
Yeah.
here and there.
And as I said earlier too, some, not all, of the Tritons in the crowd are some of the surviving knights. My uncle thought it might be wise to have at least a few of them in the city in case they were needed. As far as I know, the other civilians and knights who lived are either with my uncle or went to much smaller settlements in the sea, or perhaps somewhere else.
I'm sorry, where is your uncle currently?
I don't think we decided on an exact location.
No, we did not.
Somewhere.
I feel like right now you wouldn't know exactly, but
Um,
I'd
I
say
don't know if we
maybe.
settled this. Oh,
Go on.
yeah.
You said you was gonna
Oh.
say, and then I'll.
I don't know if we settled this exactly in backstory, but if it's okay with you, DM, I was thinking maybe my uncle was more looking for the creature, like my sister too.
Yeah, that's what
but
I was
like,
gonna say.
yeah, more looking for the giant eel in
Like,
the middle of the sea.
I
Like-
feel like at first he went like opposite to you and went to like the big mainland, had a look around there, and then went back into the ocean to like
keep an ear out, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, if your uncle still has access, maybe there's some sort of written ledger about what spells they used on the beast. If there's no living person left who would know it, maybe they have it written down.
The issue with that is everything was contained within our keep, Mere Keep, all our information, and it was pretty much completely destroyed. And the items did have enchantments, water protection and whatnot, but if those things aren't kept up, they'll quickly dissipate. I'm sure the ink has long faded into the sea by now.
I will note that I feel like there's definitely like ruins there, like that you could probably go to. But I feel like at least you or like settlement of people have been there a few times since everything's happened, see if there's anything
Mhm.
that you could recover.
Yeah. More or less, the kingdom is gone.
Mm.
It was a good idea, but it's
that that does give me some ideas, but I might have to think on them over the night, and then I'll bring them up when they're more prominent.
it's a small chance, but on the off chance you do encounter my sister in the streets or something like that, when we are not together, I would advise you not to confront her. She gained a considerable amount of power when she made whatever deal she made exactly. And it's not very, we'll just say it's very corrupt power.
Okay.
Just be careful. I'm sorry for involving you all in this.
No. We're in this now. I'm here for it.
It is at the very least fascinating.
That's about where I stand right now too. I'm happy to help. I do want to help you, but I'll just have to mull some things over.
I
The very
appreciate the
least.
help.
Of course.
But that leaves the question, what do we do next? We got a few different things we could follow up on. Plus we don't know when, Actually, come to think of it, our big quest from the guys up top. They said to wait until after the speech. What if our job's to hunt you down?
I feel like they would have realized who it is
I will say
when
this.
Arnie
When
showed
I
up.
was when I was up in the Sky Castle Donut, whatever we're calling it, and we all asked, separate questions of Frey to judge his knowledge. My question involved what happened, and he seemed to know the whole truth. I imagine if they had suspected me and wanted to turn me into the royal family, they would have done so then and there. But you could be right, Boone. Who's to say? Maybe we should
Suppose
go
they would
visit
be.
the Sky Donut. Again.
Maybe give it a day.
Today, yes.
Perhaps we just wait for word from the Sky Castle and from the royal family, if any comes. And I don't know what we should do in the meantime.
I have some personal matters I might tend to, but if you guys need me for anything, I'll be around.
Would you like to share with the class? For it's best we know where we're all going, at least.
I'll be around. I'm not going too far.
Oh, I
You're all
guess.
so vague about everything. God.
There's
Hey,
the
no,
fun
all
in
about
telling
it.
everything.
Yeah. To peel back my layers like an onion.
Think I'll leave your layers
Not
alone.
literally. I don't like how I said that.
Oh my. I guess in the interest of fairness, since we've been so open, Kaya, I've perused most of the resources in your library already, but Mo, Boone, do you know anyone who has any information on warlock deals and how to break them?
I have
sir.
so much knowledge.
I'm just shot in the dark. Perhaps you have a connection. I don't know. Who's to say?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Or Kaya,
no,
perhaps someone at the academy?
I could I do know plenty of professors at the academy, so I could ask them, but have you checked in with the Grand Library?
I don't remember if we established I did. For the sake of it, I'll just...
I'd say because the Grand Library is a bit harder to just walk into.
Oh, to walk into. Okay.
So
Alright.
it's up to you if you feel like you did or not.
Probably not then. I was probably trying to keep it low key at first, but now
Like,
obviously that's
The Grand Library is well known for being like, you can come in, but you need to state your reason for visiting. Kind of, you know. And you have to have someone with you, basically, like.
to
Oh,
guide you.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I did not peruse the Grand Library. at the time. I was trying to conceal my identity, but obviously that's a lost cause now, I guess.
Do you know what specific being she's bound herself to?
An eel?
The eel itself.
Yes, I think so. I don't know. Like I said, I guess I'll just tell you all the details. I walked into the throne room, my family was dead on the ground, and my sister was standing there.
Like, I don't think you have too much idea. You could be like, you could assume maybe the eel is like, a bit more, whoa, big brain, I guess.
Yeah,
But it could be
smart.
something else.
It could
like,
be, yeah.
And sorry if I didn't catch this. Did she leave you alive on purpose, or did you just manage to get away?
We had a fight. My sister, for all her strength, is not incredibly combat trained. She knows a little bit, but I don't know, Boone. You tell me if you walked in to see your family dead, your sister with their blood on her hands, what you would do. At the time, I wasn't truly 100% fighting her. I was more confused, and then, a giant...
I was more wondering if she let you live on purpose for some reason.
Who's to say? We were fighting, a giant screech rang out, and all of a sudden, the castle was literally falling apart. There was a lot going on.
Maybe we should let Ani process this.
Let's take the evening to chill out and reconvene in the morning.
We're in the dim, right? I'm
Yes.
sorry for being
Yes.
confused about the way this city works.
No worries.
Is it like
Did
explain?
you take elevators?
The dawn, I mean, technically there could be some kind of like elevator kind of thing, but there's a lot of like, stairs down, like
That's
ramps,
insane.
all that kind of
So-
stuff. So,
No
My
turnstiles,
question
perhaps?
is, the dim, all the dark, like the other stuff.
Yeah.
Is that like closed in, like landlocked, or like
it's below ground.
it's like underground? Okay.
Yeah. It's like
'cause I was
layers. So the dawn is the top, the
okay,
dim is
okay.
like the
an onion.
sandwich filling, and then the
Or the mayonnaise.
Okay.
yeah the
onion
the
with mayonnaise?
dark is the
All right. If it's looking like we're gonna go to bed, like go our separate ways, I want to pull Mo aside.
okay.
D&D.
Mo, just an unrelated question. Do you happen to have a cloak with a hood that I can borrow?
I must have extras in my room. Here.
You know,
I'll grab you
do you know that TikTok audio where it's like, if I like it, I'll get it in another color? Like, that's Mo.
That's funny.
one. Yeah. What do you think? Would I
the
have like black. I
least
like black.
conspicuous. Black works.
Here.
There you go. Great. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right.
So, are you all turning in for the night? Going to your respective homes? Kat, you
Yeah.
said you're going to Dawn, right? You're going to your apartment there.
Yeah.
I will say, as you're getting settled down for bed, you get a knock at your door.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Do I have like any window that I could peer out to see who it is?
Probably. You see Connie there. I feel like Connie would know where you live. So,
Oh, yeah.
like, it's you see Connie there. And he's...
Okay. I will. Does Connie visit often?
No, he's very busy. So...
Okay. I know this sounds bad, but like insight check to like,
Okay.
is
yeah,
everything
roll an insight
okay?
check.
Like, what's the vibe of Connie looking at him out my
Yeah.
window?
Roll it,
Booty
baby.
hole?
That is 25.
25. He seems like he's had a lot of coffee. Just maybe stay up and do some work.
Okay.
Also, like, he just needs to talk about something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
almost like, do you know like where you get a bit giddy like right before you need to like a word vomit almost? Like it's almost like that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I will open the door. Connie, is everything all right? Do you want to come in?
Yeah, and he just walks in
Take
and
a seat. I'll make some
sits himself
tea.
down. I don't need any more. I've had a lot of coffee today. I kind of don't need any more because then if I stay up too late, then I'll be getting up really early, and then I'll be really tired, and that doesn't really work, and then I'll have to drink more
You know
coffee.
they have spells for that, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I like coffee,
That's fair.
so, but like, okay, so I just thought I'd come tell you something because, you know how, one sec. You know how the magistrate kind of has like a stick up her ass and doesn't like you?
All the fucking time. Yes.
So like, I wasn't there, but like apparently the whole speech with the king was
Mhm.
a bit dramatic. Apparently, like, she was like invited to talk to him about stuff, and
The king.
yeah,
Okay. Do you know anything else about that?
well, cause she was talking to my professor about it, and like, then I asked, "Oh, what was that for?" And she was being really, I don't know,
Your
if he
professor or the
is
magistrate?
the magistrate. And the professor was like, "Yeah, just leave it." And I'm like, "What's this about?" But like, I don't know who to tell about this. But it's just weird,
I appreciate
right?
you telling me. She's always weird, and like every time I talk about like something magic, she gets all like the stick up her ass. She's like, "Evocation is the best school." Like, oh
Yeah.
my god, there's other schools of magic too.
But yeah.
Just you know how I feel about her and how she feels about me, obviously.
Yeah. Uh, I feel like I'm gonna crash any minute right now.
Do you want to crash here? You're always welcome to take
Uh,
my bed.
should I? I could. I won't take your
You're
bed
welcome if
though.
you'd like.
I won't take your.
No,
I'll
no,
just
you
sleep
can
in the
take it.
chair. I'll just sleep
Are
in
you
the
sure?
chair.
You seem like you really. You take the
Sleeping
bed.
here.
I need to be up like really early tomorrow. I'll just take the chair because then I can just stand up and leave.
Connie.
Love you, Connie.
Please, I insist
Connie's
you
our
take the
favorite.
bed just because I can stay up a little bit more. I do want to do some stuff as well. So you just take the bed so I don't disturb you.
I still feel bad about taking your bed.
Don't feel bad.
Okay, well I'm gonna go sleep, and then
No.
he gets up and goes to your bedroom.
Okay. Yeah, I will just mentally process that.
And I will say, if you check on him in like 10 minutes, he's out.
Okay.
Love that.
Because
So funny.
I did want to do something before I went to
Okay.
bed, if that's okay.
Mhm.
I wanted to go into my study and I want to like kind of think about just like the idea of what Arnie said, like the whole like stasis thing. And like kind of I
Okay.
want to start like digging, like just theorizing kind of what Arnie said. And I want to take out like all my tools and like the things that I keep a little hidden, just like not on the desk. And I want to just like sit honestly since I'm an elf, I only need to like rest for 4 hours. So I
Mhm.
want to stay up as long as I can, just like working on my thesis.
Okay.
Like, you know.
Let's roll a check then. Let's roll an Arcana check. See how much progress you get on this.
That's a 10.
You feel like you get like kind of stuck and get frustrated, like trying to figure out some things. And you're like writing notes down to try and figure out. So it takes a while to get past that, but you get to a point where you're not completely happy with how much you've kind of worked on, but you're content enough.
Okay. And I'll put everything away before I go rest, and I'll rest in the chair.
The chair. Okay. And yeah. Does anyone else want to do anything before they
I
Okay.
have a really stupid idea.
Oh boy, I'm ready.
Amazing.
I would like to take
Write
off my
another
armor.
letter.
No, take off my chainmail so I don't have disadvantage on stealth anymore.
And then pull off your green wig to reveal blue hair.
Could you imagine? I should have done
Take off the
that.
eye makeup.
She's here.
Now that would be a twist. No,
Oh my
I want to put on the cloak from Mo, and I want to sneak out to the ocean.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me.
Can I try to?
And what's your passive? We'll do it off your passive, Mo.
My passive?
Perception, yeah.
12.
Okay.
Oh, they're all
Okay.
12. Oh,
I have a
man.
+0, so Boone, why did you just roll 5,882?
What was that in D&D Beyond?
It just popped up and it said
That was
custom.
at 5:35. 2 hours ago.
Okay, I have a +0 to stealth, so I need to get a 12, or well, preferably higher than a 12. Let's see. Please. Okay, a 15.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I
yeah,
got stuff to do. I'm busy.
Yeah, you get out without anyone seeming to notice you. At least out of the Underdome, no questions asked. Even if people are still up and doing stuff, nobody really pays much attention.
Cool.
And yeah, you can make your way up to the dawn and then over to the ocean. Would you say you go to whereabouts you went earlier today, or would you go elsewhere?
Probably. If I can like pinpoint the place that I like first came onto
Oh,
land,
yeah,
or
you'd be able
the
to do
closest
that.
direction that like faces my
Mhm.
kingdom,
Which
my
would
old
be
kingdom.
actually, to be fair, would be near where
Okay,
you were.
that's
So it wouldn't be
fine.
too far away from where you are.
Yeah. And yeah, I just think I want to go for a swim. Not super deep, but like
Mm-hmm.
go deep enough down where people can't just like look in the water and see
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
See the
And
eyes of an eel staring at
I would cry. I get eaten though. And just sit on the bottom of the like seafloor for a while and not necessarily pray. I don't think Arnie is a huge prayer, but just think about the storm,
Kind
my
of like
sister.
meditate a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of meditation, try to regulate my emotions a little bit.
Mhm.
And also just be like, what the fuck? Like process.
Fair. Fair enough.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I'll just do that as long as possible before I have to, or maybe I'll just sleep in the ocean tonight.
Honestly, live your best life, bestie. If you want to
Yeah,
sleep
I'm
in the
just-
ocean,
inept.
Can I
Getting my
like
cloak wet?
can I use Emissary of the Sea to like find like a stingray or something nearby and just ask it if it can like hang out with me?
yeah,
until-
Stingray will like. Is that the
Okay.
way you can communicate stuff with?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can communicate
mhm.
simple ideas. So if I just
Yeah,
tell it to like,
they'll
hey,
hang
can
out
you,
with
like...
you.
Oh, cool.
They'll like nuzzle up to you a little bit.
Crying. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Sit
cuddle
in your
this
lap, whatever, you
stingray
know.
and go to sleep at the bottom of the sea.
I get. All I'm saying is that we just got raided, and imagine the first thing they hear is, "Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep at the bottom of the ocean." Yeah.
Yeah, that's my night.
Oh my god. So cool.
So cool. So cool.
Sleeping with the fishes. Literally.
Literally.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything before the night comes to an end? Yes? Mo.
Can we kick them?
What?
Oh, kick us. I was like
Oh, you want
alone.
to talk to me? Okay, everyone out. Go on.
in the
See you
waiting
later.
room.
There we go. Alright.
Yeah,
You
Mo
wanna
wants
do?
to talk to Callister because I realize there's stuff that she hasn't mentioned to him.
Okay.
Private again.
Yes.
Well, maybe not too private because this isn't different, but she'll go up to him and say, Morody, she's I've forgot to say this before, she's close. Around. I've been sitting on this information, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do.
Yep. Go-
Is
He's like,
I mean, like, is there? You probably know her better than I mean, but is there anywhere she would have gone in
you on
this
about
situation?
uh,
Yeah, like
name? Can't remember for the life of me.
Morty.
Yeah, alrighty. There we go.
Yeah.
It's like, I, mm, I don't really know where she would have gone. I normally like I could know some of her like stomping grounds and stuff, but she wasn't there, so
I might if she's close, I'm hoping she's up in the dim still. I might wander around for a bit tonight, but
I mean,
I thought I would talk to you first.
was you just told that she's close?
It was by that guy that hired us.
The weird like
the
little
weird halfling that
halfling.
came by. Yeah, I might talk
He
to him
was
more. But
so in your business, and it was like, oh, what?
yeah, mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think he means it by like close as in like in the dim, or do you mean like close in like just in Ferrari itself? Like,
I mean, I might be holding out too much hope for the dim, but if
could be
I
in the
don't
dark,
find
could be
her
in the dawn,
around,
could be even elsewhere in the ring, outer.
you're right. You're right. Keep. I know I'm asking you to listen out for a lot,
Yes.
but there's a
But
lot
I have
happening.
I have good ears, so
I know you do. And
I
that's
have
why
really good hearing. My eyes maybe not the best, but my ears are very good.
They're perfect.
It's weird saying that someone's ears are perfect, but I would refrain
No,
from
your
saying that to
ears
the
are
normal person.
no, your ears are perfect.
Thank you.
I guess I also want to talk to the gossipers of
Okay.
this circle to see if they've heard anything.
As in,
her.
like the ones that you would have gone to say about
the
Johnny.
stuff about,
Okay.
yeah.
And like, why? What exactly are you asking?
Name Morty mean anything nowadays to you guys? Any word on the wind?
I mean, we obviously knew like all
Well, yes.
her before. I mean, we haven't really had anything since she hasn't been here. I mean,
Okay, I was throwing out feelers, and I know you guys
I know.
hear a lot.
I know.
Well, thank you anyways.
Did you? I mean, you obviously said about the whole Johnny thing. Did you hear anything back from him?
Oh yeah, I got some news.
I heard
he's
that
dealt with.
I heard that his brother's like going around and telling people to shut up.
Yeah,
about
he's still
things.
a sport though, so I'm not too worried about him.
He is very small.
Yeah.
But compared to his brother, it's like, how did that come out the
It's
same
hilarious,
mother?
really. Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah,
Okay, well,
nothing
thank
about. No, sorry.
Oh, good. I guess I'll spend the rest of the night looking around, and yeah, the rest can come back now. That's all I.
Okay.
Urgh.
Arf. Hello. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Okay.
Rough.
Bark, bark.
Work.
I guess can I just make an investigation check while I'm going around?
Yeah, you can.
Just
Going around where, bestie?
Noah.
nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. You're not here. 13.
13. No. I feel that's
Figured.
it's enough for you. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Boone, did you
Well,
want to
I'm
do
done.
anything before bed, or are you just going to bed?
I mean, I think Boone's just like in his office writing down all his notes for today, comparing things, drawing up a string board.
Making
but,
like a spider
Yeah.
diagram, all the points
Yeah.
coming off, and then moving it to a board,
Yeah.
The whole
But,
work. Okay.
Nothing that needs to be roleplayed, just that he is working the case.
Noted. Okay, well, the next day comes by. And seems a little bit more like not so nice outside. It's not raining, but it looks a bit grey. Maybe rain could come later on the day. Kaya, you notice that Connie is gone when you awaken. you could probably assume that he's just going to do school stuff because that's all he seems to be doing recently. But yeah. The rest of you, I mean, Mer, you would probably notice unless Annie came back like later on in the
Is
night.
Arnie back? Like, I'd be
Like-
worried.
Can I roll? I don't know what check you would say. Can I roll a check to see if I wake up early enough?
Maybe
Arnie's
like
been through the
maybe
ringer.
like Constitution. I don't know.
Okay,
That would make sense.
You want to save or a check? I don't
Check.
Care either way.
Do a
Save.
check.
Okay. Got a nat one.
Okay, so Annie is not there when you
Cal, Arnie, where have you?
no. What?
And
he's like
I
half asleep, like you're just yelling at him.
I'll run over to Boone's office. I assume I might know where that is just because.
I mean, do
mean-
you? You've never been.
Okay, make a.
Are you
make
you're a
a-
detective? I don't know if you put cards out there.
Famous
mean,
Make-
private eye.
Make
If
an
I don't know where
intelligence
Boone's
check.
place is, I'd go to Kaya's, but
Make an intelligence check. Just because, you know.
I think I've told you the name of the shop.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So really, it's just finding the
intelligence
sign.
Check. 15.
Yeah, I'll say that you find the Helter Skelter.
Burstin. Boone. Arnie, her bed was empty. I don't know where she is.
Well, this is why she should have stayed here.
It was all secured, it locked.
Well, obviously not.
Let's go get Kaya. I don't know where.
Okay.
I say
Yeah.
as this is going on, Annie, you do eventually wake up. And you make your way to Kaya's place.
I think I'll probably just. I'll head back to the Underdome because
Okay.
where I'm staying.
Okay. You head back there, and I like to think it's like one of those things where you nearly like meet her, but you just
Yeah.
miss.
Oh, we just
As they're
missed?
going up to
Okay.
see Kaya and you're
Um,
going down to the Underdome. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, you make it to Kaya's.
Kaya.
Hello. What?
Arnie's missing.
She's
Yeah,
missing.
this one. Yeah, this
Missing.
one. They go missing in the
I
night.
did not- I put her in the safe room and she's gone.
Let me get dressed. I'll be right back.
As let's have it. No, was there any sign of forced entry?
No, it was
Any
like
blood?
someone opened the door and walked.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're dealing with a master lockpicker.
I guess Arnie could have just left, but I mean, with the current situation, I'd
That
rather
would be
think of the worst.
insane. Who on
Yeah.
earth would leave under these circumstances?
Ready
Yeah.
to go. They did give me that
um,
cool spell. I can just contact her.
Oh, can you? That would be.
Yeah, I'll
great.
see where she is. Sending's 25 words, right?
Yes.
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 Hey, Ani. They say that you are missing. Is everything okay? Where are you? We just want to make sure that you are okay. Please respond.
Ended that R. If I'm
Please-
counting.
I also get 25 words of response, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So I'll say I'm okay. At Underdome.
Underdome word.
And that's it.
Says that she's at the Underdome. Can I
What?
insight check like a sentence spell?
Yeah, sure. I feel like you can.
Just for fun. This is my new favorite role. That's a dirty 20.
I mean, yeah, she's at the Underdome. You can-
She's at the Underdome.
can
Did you
tell.
miss her?
No, did you
No,
come
starts
and
running
wake me
back.
up for nothing?
I'm locking everything up. Let's.
Yeah, I guess let's go. I would like some breakfast though, so we're gonna walk back slow.
There's food there.
Oh, plenty of food at a fighting pit.
We live there, and we serve people. Like, let's go.
I got some popcorn while we watched Mo fight.
Oh,
You
that's
ate
right.
some.
Yeah, but I don't want popcorn for breakfast now, do I?
We have other foods.
Add
Come
an
on.
egg on it.
Jalapeno poppers.
Yeah. So you make your way down to the Underdome. And Annie, what are you doing? during that time? Are you like hovering around? Are you going back to your room?
think at this point Arnie's probably doing her like typical morning training drills. I think too, if the crew walks in, you can probably tell that she has also freshly had her morning cry. So
She's also a little bit, wet.
wet. Yeah, I don't think I
hair
Yeah.
bothered
wet.
to dry
Sweat.
off.
Sweating so hard from working out.
Yeah,
There's
you-
No, he was
honestly. Well, no, Arnie would have cleaned up her wet footprints. I was gonna say there's like wet footprints leading to the. No, she would have cleaned them up when she got inside the dome.
See,
I guess
Mo.
Mo will like run, jump into the ring, and sort of like grab Artie and make sure that they're like not
Oh.
beat up or anything. What? Where
Wrong.
were you? What? I mean, I woke up and you were gone. I thought the worst because of what has been happening.
Check the
Oh.
bathroom.
Boone, I'm not
Yes.
like I could have.
I was in the bathroom.
Check.
Insight check, go on.
Yeah.
Versus, I'm deception.
21.
Oh, 21. Okay, I have a plus
It's like
2.
11, so
Got a 16, so I at least full Mo.
no, you were not. I was in there. What? I got ready and then I
Making a
came.
mental note.
In the bathroom, yes.
Really, Mo, I understand that you care for your friend, but you're making a big stink out of nothing.
I was up late. I'm tired.
I'm
Considering
sorry
yesterday's, it's
for
let's just be more thorough next time.
I was.
I'm
in the
sorry for the
bathroom,
undue
though.
concern. I was using the other bathroom.
Oh. I mean, we have our own private washroom. You don't need to use the
Oh.
public.
Sorry. I didn't know.
Boy. So, what's our plans for today, guys? You got some things that you might need to deal with.
Or are we just gonna
The
avoid them?
mail. Let's check the mail.
Yeah, let's get.
Mail time. Mail time.
We
So,
just got
you
a
sending
letter.
Beb to check the mail? Or.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I have to be within a certain range, but
You only have to be within a certain range to see through your bed. I
Oh.
think your bed can go whatever, as long, but after a certain range, you can't see or hear
Can
through
you
it. And
Talk
they,
through your bird.
I can only communicate with him within 100 feet. I know that
Mhm.
much, like telepathy.
but like, they will still do as, like, if they're going out that range, they should still do as you ask them to do. You just won't be able to see stuff.
I'll go have Piero go fetch the mail.
Okay.
He should be back in an hour or so.
Sounds good.
I-
breakfast anyone?
Make make a survival check for Pyrrha, just to see how quickly
No.
the bed figures their way in and out of the place.
Which modifier is survival?
Ooh,
Wisdom?
yeah.
Wisdom.
It's an 8.
Yeah, they take, like, a while. After about an hour, you're still sat there waiting. So,
My like sense of Piero's like still there.
yeah, Pyrrha's
Like-
still, like, there. It's just...
Taking a minute.
Because I feel like you'd be able to tell if the spell's gone. You know what I mean? So, Pyrrha's still there. It's just... taking his sweet time. So is there anything anyone wants to do while you're waiting? I mean...
I don't know if this is anything, but my friend stopped by last night just to catch up, and he said that one of the magistrates of the academy, one that I don't like, she apparently discussed something with the king privately after the speech.
Well, what's
It could
the all
honestly
about?
be some like high up magic stuff, but I
Mm,
don't like her, so I kind of want to get into her business.
I mean, you would know, Kaya, that the royal family are very, like, magically, inclined. Is
Okay.
that the right word? I don't know, but...
Mhm.
So it might have something to do with that, but...
it's like a far off thread, but it's an option if we ever need to investigate it.
Worth looking into. Let's see why not.
Indeed.
mm.
Question is, how do we go about looking into it?
I will warn
Yeah.
you, she doesn't like me. And also, Ani, I can see if I can get you access to the library. I will have to talk to some people because I I'm not allowed in there.
You would probably have to go through that magistrate as well to.
So I can.
Um,
Yeah.
Mo, I have a rather terrible idea.
Those are always the best.
You were a body double for the princess, no?
It used to be. It seems like we've grown the same, so.
If this magistrate despises you so much, Kaya, I wonder if we could have Mo pose as the
I
princess
love your thinking.
and present whatever questions we need to the magistrate.
Can't see this going wrong in any way.
I am
I'm sure it
Princess
can go quite
Makari.
You getting back
Was
into
that
the zone
blocked?
from when you was a child?
Oh,
Like,
Was that believable?
I don't. Did we hear her
Never
speak
met the
yesterday?
princess.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh.
You've
Um,
met her, Mel.
it's-
Um,
It's been like 2-3 years since I last heard her speak. I might be a bit different, but I'm sure I can pull something off.
I have an even more exciting plan.
We break
Hear
into
me
the
out.
castle, hear what the princess sounds like.
No, I don't want to break into the castle because I would get for that.
Ooh.
But
I think we all would.
you and Ani go talk to the magistrate. Boone and I break into her office.
Now, even worse idea.
I'm listening.
Because of Arnie's current situation, should we perhaps give you a blue hair job? If we're going to talk to the magistrate? I know you might not like this, but
Is Ani gonna pose as Adeline?
I wasn't going to say it directly, but that's what I was thinking.
You're
I
brilliant.
think that might be a little too
I was
intensive
going to say
even
it
for
might be
us.
a little much, and I understand if you don't want to. I'm just putting it on the table.
So
My one true objection to that is we are not certain of Adeline's relationship with the nobles. I
Mhm.
wouldn't want to go around posing as her if she's, already stomped out some
Mhm.
connections, burned bridges, whatnot.
Well, then maybe leave it to me because I don't think Arnie should go in the current state.
I was going to say perhaps not that I want to break in anywhere because I'm sure if we're caught, I'll be the first to go. But perhaps Boone and I should switch places. I'll break in.
we don't have to break in.
Good. I'm real good at breaking in places.
What if I just stay here?
Really pretty believable. I get up and try to princess walk.
You do
yeah,
it the way.
Make a performance check. I'll say with advantage, well, since you've done it in the past, you know.
Yeah, I've done it before. I don't want to roll that one. Okay. 16.
16. You could tell it's been a while, but you've got it. You've kind of got it. You just need to do it a little longer.
A little stiff.
This is so Princess and the Pauper, and I love it.
I'm just like you.
You're just
Okay.
like me.
Just like me.
Let me bring this up so we're not blindsided. What if, in this conversation, you say some things that the princess wouldn't know and vice versa, like you don't know something the princess should?
Well, what you could talk to her about? We didn't even get that far.
Oh, yes, that's true. What questions? Oh, getting into the library. Well, the princess should have access to the Grand Library, no?
Yeah. Can the princess get us access to the library? Just say that.
Oh,
We
You
are
have
with
some
her.
friends you want to get into
I
the
have-
library.
I could get in my
Okay,
Oh.
I will be completely honest with you guys. If the princess wanted to get someone in the library, she wouldn't have to ask anyone. So.
Okay.
Just do
So,
it.
okay, what if then in that case, Mo,
I
you
have,
pose as a princess. We
Word
dress
from my father.
This is
Okay.
brilliant.
I was going to say, Mo, we dress you up a little bit. You and I go to the Grand Library. While the other two break. Well, we need a distraction for the magistrate now. Okay.
We don't need to break in. I cannot. I can get you a distraction from the library so she doesn't know the princess is there, because she'll probably want to be like, why is the princess in my library?
Oh,
Okay.
so yes,
Yeah.
if I go to
Maybe-
the library,
Okay, wait. I
Hey,
know
we're
now.
getting
I
there. We're
understand.
getting there.
No.
You destroying my
Cal,
brain
Mo,
right
perfect.
now.
no.
You know what we're doing.
Listen. Mo and I go into the library as the princess and the princess's friends. Kaya,
And
you
the
distract.
papa.
Princess and
Right?
my
The
papa.
princess and the papa.
And then yeah,
Famous
Kaya, if
nerd.
you're like
Kaya,
the
you
princess
distract.
is in the library.
No, Kaya, you distract the
Oh.
magistrate so the magistrate doesn't realize that the princess and I are there. All the while, Boone, you break into the magistrate's office to find any details on the meeting with the royal family. The details about what it's about, whatnot. I think that's a perfect idea.
I don't see how this could go wrong at all. It's full
There's like
sarcasm.
I say let's do
500
it.
ways.
Look, that gown I bought the other day, I can use that to pretend I'm
You're
fancy
like,
and important.
I mean, you could be like, I don't know, the princess's like lady in waiting or
Attendant?
something. Like,
Yes. I'll still need to get like a normal
fancy.
person
You could still.
dressed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like
One person outfit.
Already in a
you could
maid
be.
costume?
I
You
do a
could be,
fancy outfit
but
for
it could
this.
be more like in a more like regal sense. Like you can still be dressed up. It's more like you're just there to be like basically the personal assistant of.
Well, I think because my dress wasn't so fancy, if we get Mo something that's like even more over the top,
Yeah.
they won't
I'll do
notice.
an outfit.
This is going to go great, guys.
Nice.
I'm
Let's do this. Okay,
pretty sure.
I have to get you a dress, Mo, or unless you own one.
Lay out the game plan for me. Just
Okay,
Someone else do because I don't
Yeah.
know what's happening. I'm just here for the ride.
we have 3 separate things going on at the same time. Mo and I are gonna go to the Grand Library to look on
Okay.
information on warlock deals.
Okay.
Where Kaya is gonna distract the magistrate, right? To keep the magistrate unaware that the princess is in the library so she doesn't ask questions. And also keep the magistrate out of her office. Boone is gonna go break into the magistrate's office.
Okay, that's what am I looking for in the office?
Details,
Honestly, anything.
anything.
Something involving
But
with
It
someone with the royal crest on it.
specifically details about why the royal family wants to meet with the magistrate. A letter,
Mhm.
perhaps,
Yeah.
or something
Or
along
if-
those lines.
Maybe
if
the.
you find
Sorry,
anything,
it's
just
too
take it,
nice.
please.
Just steal her whole office. Does that sound good?
Perhaps producing
Yeah.
copies might be better. I don't know.
We don't have that much time, I don't think.
You're right.
Yeah.
We should just
Kaya
go.
Do you
can-
think you can?
only distract for a certain length of time.
Um,
Probably not
yeah.
enough for
Okay,
copies. So
I
Okay.
thought
Just do
we
some,
wanted the magistrate to find out that the princess was in the library because that would take her away from
A
her
longer
office,
distraction.
wouldn't it?
But how good can you keep of your disguise is the thing.
I can work
Like
on it.
Boone pointed out, if the magistrate asks you a question you don't know the answer to that the princess should, perhaps, perfect idea, perhaps you can play it off as your trauma from being kidnapped. I don't remember.
sorry,
my-
that's
oh,
what
sorry,
my
my
kidnapper
goodness,
said
it's
to
so
me.
Foggy.
So foul, we can't do that.
I mean, you could if you really wanted to. There's nothing stopping you.
True.
Last ditch,
Perhaps we
last
should
ditch.
do that. So okay, what about this? Well, they said we have to be accompanied in the library. If the princess and
If the princess was there, like, because there would be
Different story.
someone kind of like how Kaya sat at the desk at the front of his like library.
Yeah.
like
There
a
would be
reference
someone there
person.
who would be like, we'll get you someone to come round with you. If the princess was like, no, I'm okay on my own, they'll probably let it slide. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
This might have slipped my mind, but before we go really drastic like this, why don't we ask Frey if he has any information on the warlock deals? He knows
Well-
about what happened.
He did tell us not to contact him again until he contacted us.
I think this is a dire situation.
Yes,
It's
well,
not,
that's
though.
what I feel.
I can.
Fire.
He gave me this. He gave me the
Oh,
spell sending.
Send him a
I
message.
might as well.
Yeah,
I can only
yeah,
do it
send
once
him.
more today, but
That's okay.
Well,
I think this is rather
I
important,
think
right?
it's, yeah. Frey, a lot is
Right.
happening. Can you help?
Just ask him if he can give us information on warlock deals.
okay.
Or do we want
Wait,
royal
Oh, what?
family information?
I
I
was
only
going
have
to say.
25 words.
Okay. Hey, Frey. Can you give us information on the royal family and also warlock deals? There you go. That's only 15
Warlock.
words.
Do you think, Ani? Do you think they could uh take care of you up there? It's
Oh,
more
like protect
protection.
me? Perhaps. I don't know, but as Blue
Okay.
pointed out, they wanted us not to contact them.
So I
I
was
doubt.
thinking, if you're looking for information on warlock deals or what have you, the princess could probably get you into the parts of the library that would house that information.
The restricted
I
section.
think
Yes.
Frey is more for
I think we're
unknown
leaning on Frey a bit
information
too
that we
much.
cannot.
Well, what about this?
I-
It doesn't hurt to send a message, but we still carry out our
And-
library plan.
From what you
Yes.
guys have gathered, Frey's very like he's not very
Short-tempered?
much of a detail giver. He's not much. He kind of I
He's
can't think of the
not.
word for the life of me, but like he's
He's
very vague. He's very
selective,
vague. Yeah,
He's vague, yeah.
with his
Okay,
answers.
I will send to Frey, and we can carry out the library thing. But I have a new addition to the plan. I go.
Boy.
We're gonna have to draw out a diagram.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we talked
No,
over
Oh my
this
god,
more.
remember all this for next session.
I got you. I
Well,
got you. Don't
magistrate-
even worry
Yeah.
about it.
If the magistrate is in her office, I just go to the library because I'm not allowed, so she'll get all pissy,
Oh,
and
she would get
then
pissed
she'll
at
come
you.
and stop me.
And then she might be like, "Oh, princess."
The princess
But
is
that
here.
means she'll be at the library.
So we want her at the library to keep her out of her
Okay.
office
I
longer.
don't
Kind
think
of
it's
here's
that.
what-
You also know as well that she's not always at the library. She has her office at the academy, and then she has another office because there's 3 magistrates that kind of with the links to academy kind of work within the library as well. She's one of them. So she's your best bet even if she hits you, because you don't really know the other two. So it's kind of I feel like you don't 100% know her schedule, so it's kind of 50-50 if she's even gonna be there or not.
Would I know an evocation student that works under her?
Probably. I mean, you know a lot of people there, so.
So I can ask to get her schedule and where we can estimate she will
Or
be.
even like you might know a few people because again, the links to the Grand Library and the Academy are very strong. A lot of the students, for example, are the people they get to, if they want a job, people that get to go around with people. Do you know what I mean? To make sure they're not doing anything dodgy and all that. So you'd probably know a few people who work there just from the links between the two places.
Okay.
That might know a bit more.
So I
That's
might
probably
know
more
someone at
likely.
the library.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have so many options. I'm gonna send to Frey first.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm going to
Leave
use
the
my.
man alone.
Frick.
He gave me this spell.
He brought us into his life.
We were at the speech.
I feel like there's a time limit.
You know the situation we are in. We would like to meet soon. ASAP. That's one word, right?
I'll let it. It's like,
No, that's 4 words.
you've got 6
Nope.
words left.
Time is of the essence.
You're done.
Yeah.
One
Thanks.
more. Yeah, you're done.
Time is of the essence.
Okay. You do get a response. I'm trying to think of what he's gonna say.
Leave
He's
me
like,
alone.
Stop fucking messaging me.
I understand that things may be occurring that are not in your best interest. Come to us tomorrow, and we might be able to help. I think that was 25.
Sure, I'll take it.
I have a meeting set up with Frey tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
Wouldn't call
Wonderful.
it meeting,
We-
bestie, but
Should we wait to enact our library
I
plan
think we
until
should talk with
tomorrow?
Trey before we
Okay.
go exonerating ourselves.
I can
Mm.
reach out to. I know a
Don't know
few
if he's
people who work in the
over
library. I can just see.
Incriminating ourselves. Go
I
on,
can see
sorry,
who'll
Kyle.
be at the library tomorrow. Just to
Yeah, talk to
look,
your contact.
something like that. I would just say friend, but
Oh, or that, yeah.
Friend, acquaintance, you know. It's just,
Well,
it's
her.
more of a, if you kind of find them at the, like, right time, right place kind of thing. Like, if they're on the campus, you know, you might know this slight schedule, but maybe not exactly. So it's like trying to make sure you're there at the right time. But
Mo, I don't know if perhaps this is us trying to gain too much information too quickly, or me just being selfish, but I know the princess just returned from being kidnapped, I guess, or being missing.
Yeah, that's what they say.
And you said that I'm assuming you haven't been in touch for quite a while.
I don't know, it's been a minute.
I'm sure letters to the royal family are screened, at least to some capacity, but do you think she would answer you if you wrote to her?
Wow,
that's a good question, actually.
I would. I mean, I guess that's my hopes, but I don't know if she would.
I only
I
How
could
ask
try.
close?
because-
I was just curious how close you were.
Oh, I mean, we were. She didn't really have anyone else because locked in the castle, so we were kind of each other's
Besties.
best. I wasn't gonna say exactly like that, but yeah.
I only ask because, again, perhaps we might find out through other avenues, so it's not as if this is the only way, but perhaps we could ask the princess if Adeline is at all
Yeah, I get better
involved.
answer. Out of
Yeah, if she knows Adeline at all, something along those lines.
Sure, yeah, I could draft something up later and send it out, and just to see what happens.
I mean, Annie, I know that, like, as much as you know, don't want harm really, Butchka and Adeline, like, you are very much aware that she'd probably blackmail people, like, you know, that kind of vibe.
I know how
like,
she is.
so,
yeah. Even if I'm not necessarily trying to hunt her
Mhm.
down, I just want to get a feel
Yeah.
if she's like, if
Yeah,
she's
get the
there, like
truth almost.
behind, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
almost like
Yeah.
puppeteering directly behind the royal family and feeding them this shit, or if she's
Mhm.
sending it through someone else. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
she's not at the palace. That's what I'm trying to dig out. But
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
this isn't. Don't feel pressured, Mo. This isn't the only way we can find out
I-
this information.
I'll maybe keep it on the back burner because I don't know if it's
Yes.
our best lead, but for sure.
Speaking of letters, has your sparrow returned?
You know what? I'll say at this point, Pure kind of flies in, nothing, in his little beak or
Yeah.
talons,
So sad.
Nothing.
Shocker.
Tragic. Really.
and like kind of perches on your shoulder and just looks really tired.
doing great. Here, have some popcorn.
Popcorn. Cute.
Breakfast corn.
Breakfast gone.
It's corn.
my
Oh
God.
God.
I mean, with that, then you've got your whole plan, ready to eventually happen. I think that's a good place to just end the session. You know?
Oh, did you, DM?
Yeah, I do. I
Is it
do think it is.